My friends,
look at the energy.
Woo! Hello, welcome to the Brewery, the jankiest EDH Magic the Gathering show on the internet, where we play janky ass decks built brand new each and every week for you, off a singular theme, given only just a week before. This week is our last CEDH special of season 2.
I'm excited about half that.
Yeah, I know, right? I am McCrae. This week I am practicing for a tournament on this weekend. I've dropped out of Mox Masters and I'm playing a charity tournament. So I'm trying to get some Garth reps in for that. That's me, Joseph.
You are a charity tournament. Sup?
I wish.
My name is Joseph. I am Dreadsheep on the internets, if you care about that kind of thing. If you like Magic the Gathering, you should check out my Moxfield page. It's got decks of all varieties. Some pretty creative jank, if I do say so myself. Tree Man, what you got going on?
And as per usual, Joseph has started the game cheating. He has 91 cards in his commander deck, including his partners. Why do you have 99 cards in your deck and 2 cards in your command zone?
Ooh.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Ooh,
No.
The drama.
It's true. It's true.
What are you playing, by the way, both of you?
Magic is hard.
Joseph skipped his, and then Gruger made fun of Joseph.
Oh, he's doing this homebrew thing. Don't worry, we'll see if it does or doesn't do anything worth commenting about.
Here, sorry, that's not supposed to be in the deck. Crossroads is going.
And then I'm also playing a I know people have played Thrasios, Tevesh as well. I was just trying a different Sultai pairing before, and it didn't quite work out. So I have a little bit of a homebrew I've been working on for about a month and a half, but haven't really had a chance to play. And unfortunately, I think Atraxa will probably do better for what I'm trying to do, but I want to play this at least once. So we'll see if it gets to do the thing.
I'm line jumping. I just drew my opening hand, and it has 6 lands in it. In what world does this happen in CEDH?
Keep it. Knowing you, that's.
I don't know. I'm going to 6.
All right, because my other 2 co-hosts are already off track. Travis, you're filling in for Tobin this week. Who are you? What are you playing?
Well, Travis, i.e. Bunnertons. In fact, hold on.
Wants to show his peanuts already. He just got here.
Hey, we like dogs.
This is Detective Bunnertons, where every one of my name candles comes from.
Hello, doggo.
Yo. I am running some kind of TNT because my friend eventually convinced me that running 4 colors is better than 3. So I jammed in black cards into my good old-fashioned Bant deck and added Timna. So that's roughly what we're running today. I don't actually know how good it is, but there's black in it. So maybe it's better.
We'll see. Just wait. Eventually, it gets to the point where you just start playing 5-color piles constantly. It's great.
That's rabbit hole of fears and lands where you sit there for 10 minutes and you're like, I counted, right? Right?
Fair enough. Well, thank you for joining us on the Brewery. I'm going to jump right into the game. Let's get it on.
And I'm going last. This is...
It's okay. I'm contemplating going down to 5 cards, which isn't great because I don't have any Wheel of Fortunes to recover from. But I think I just...
Oh, I got to go down to 6. Thank you for saying that out loud.
Nice. I'm deciding whether I keep this. I think I keep this.
I'll mulligan.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I got to re-add Travis. We lost him.
Get out.
That's on me, though. I just got to copy it.
Control M.
There we go.
No, get that out. You don't need that.
All right,
Okay.
I will...
All right, there we go. Travis, can you say something for me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, we're good. We're good here. I saved Travis back.
This is worse. This is so much worse.
All right. Looks like good old Gruger is taking us in first. Are you done your mulligans, sir?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm deciding what 2 I'm putting back.
Okay, perfect.
I think...
McCrae, you have too many cards in your deck. You clearly should only have 91 in hand. Partners are just better.
Ha 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 ha. If you want to argue for like, one card being that filtering effect, I'm very curious. Well, I mean, fetch lands do the same thing, right? Like fetch lands are just 0.000% of a draw or something because they draw you into gas because they're filtering your deck for you.
No,
Same idea.
that doesn't mean anything in Commander.
It does. It's just the amount is so tiny.
It's such a negligible amount. Don't talk about it because it effectively means nothing until you're down to your last 5 cards, and you're.
I actively burnt Brainstorm before I built this deck.
All right, we good? Pre-games.
I have no pre-games.
Whoa! Look at these chumps keeping a full grip. What the hell?
I am so excited to crack this open. I don't know if you guys know what this is. Liquid Death. It's water, first of all, but it's like the best marketing campaign I have ever seen in my life. I'm not even waiting till later to talk about this. It's hilarious. The dude that started the company was basically getting tilted at people buying plastic bottled water, since the bottles are usually neither made of something that is recycled or really truly normally not recyclable. So they just end up sitting in landfills despite marketing. So this guy went out of his way to make a can that's 80, I don't remember the exact number, but it's 80 something percent recyclable, reusable, and it's also made
What the hell?
Reuse stuff insofar as is possible.
Dropped a catacomb?
Yeah, Grigor played at Catacombs in the past, it looks like.
I'm mulligan to. I should have probably mulligan to 4, but I'm tired. I'm a little bit out of practice with CEDH. Is what it is. No, my free mall was into an ancient tomb land, green dork. Oh, and it was a non-fetch land, so it was green dork that I couldn't play.
That's rough. My mulligans have been tough in this deck because it's on 29, I think.
Remora.
I kept the slowest hand.
Fish!
Holy hell. A turn 1 fish?
Pass through every subsequent phase.
Well,
Dogs.
Unfortunately, the only
Look
thing
at
I can answer that with...
Turn 0.5, and we got 4 fish visible. Trio of Thrasios and a Mystic.
You know what? I don't think that there's enough fish. I will not pay. All right, that's me.
Oh, I want more life. Give me.
More fish, more.
I mean, all you've done is incentivized us to, oh my god, I just drew Mystic Remora. I'm going to play an Esper Sentinel.
Aww.
Oh, that's even better.
That's a shitty fish.
Yeah.
That's a better fish.
Real shitty fish. Mine's going to live forever, and no one's going to cast anything. So you guys are just going to give
damage.
Yours away.
Joseph takes 2.
Nope.
Oh, take 2.
Nope.
He doesn't believe in damage.
Oh.
He just
I deal damage. I don't take it. I assume.
Yeah, no. I was just figuring out what I was getting in tapped. I think it'll just be this breeding pool.
Okay, anyway, so to jump back on this, their entire marketing campaign is that water is one of the most dangerous things that human beings come into contact with day to day, and X people drown or die in weird ways related to water. So all of their ads are super weird, blaring death metal, and they have just weird, you would not assume the ads are what they are. They recently did one with some porn star going off about how the product's awesome. They have other ones with people cartoons just getting horrendously mutilated. It's
what?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Damn. I mean, to be fair, there was a UK Trains thing where it was Dumb Ways to Die, and even now today, the music and stuff is going viral. So,
I am going to, I guess, preemptively fetch.
Yeah, they had another ad where they have some stereotypical spokeswoman pouring water as she's talking, whatever, and then eventually it gets to a point where the camera pulls back, and you see she's got a dude waterboarded, and she's
I will take another 2, and I will just play my commander.
Thrasios Pasios, the Classios.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, EOS.
Draw.
Oh, you're discarding that Mystic Remora now?
Oh.
Put a counter on that shit.
And I think this is the one card you bust my balls over the most, honestly.
It's because you keep forgetting your trigger, and I try to like get you to.
I mentally count for it. I know.
It's more you said draw a card, and I was just like, wait, you already drew your card, but I don't really care.
Get bent. So
Although I don't know how Watery Graves get like upkeep counters, but that's okay.
that's where I wanted to
Leave
put
him alone. It's going to take him forever to get through his turn.
He's down a blue mana, and a black mana at this rate, so I'm fine.
Doesn't really matter.
Mental misstep.
No turn 2 wins here through an Esper Sentinel and 2 fish.
3 fish. Thrasio counts.
I could have Fierce Guardianship up. You don't know.
Yeah, true.
See?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
I assume you're not trying to figure out how to draw a card, right?
No, I'm just trying to value up Remora versus Esper's fine. You having a card's not the end of the world. 5-color pilot probably is a problem.
Nobody is going to be playing anything until your fish die. Like, 1 fish, people might do the math on doing something. 2 fish, no one's going to play a spell.
That's okay.
If I was on like a turn 2 Nas, I would have made you guys have it.
That's really funny.
Maybe.
Man, you'd be sad as hell.
That's fine. Turn 2 Nas on the play. I would maybe risk it for the biscuit.
Sorry, fetching in this deck is always such an interesting experience because you're like fetching for
5 colors.
Yeah,
I played
your fetch land on your draw there. Oh, okay.
Are we playing Esper Sentinel? Look, twinsies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I find one of the really punishing ones is Najeela, because a lot of the time you're trying to get, depending on which way you feel you're going to go down in that deck, like for your opening hand, you're like, am I going to go down in the Najeela combo plan, or breach plan, or like grind plan? And then you fetch, and then you are just like, oh, I could have done the Najeela plan if I had fetched this way, but now I don't have the 5 colors, or oh, because I went for the 5 colors, I don't have the double of X color, and it's
tough. It's always tough. Like that's why I've really reduced my pips in this deck as much as possible, and my mana curve is super low because it's like 5 color is super fun to play and super reactive, and you have all the best cards, but it has some weaknesses. Folding to Blood is one of them.
Feed stuff or like just legit fall behind on mana on turn 2. This sucks.
Fall behind.
I'm so upset.
Hey Joe, can you play your turn, big boy?
No, I was supposed to top deck a land. Oh, God, let's take 1.
Ha 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 ha. Wow.
LeBlanc.
ooh, everyone hit the Timna Nos deck when he has no blockers.
Facts.
This is a very like traditional pod. There's 3 Thrasioses.
Oh, you're passing? I thought you were still contemplating
I
life.
immediately passed.
There was still
I
an arrow.
passed before I decided to hit him.
Grigor's busy eating. He has no time for magic.
I haven't had no dinner was consumed by me.
That mode.
Boop.
Man, this is a very slow.
Oh, sorry. There was some. I am going to hit you for 1.
Okay.
Better track that commander damage. I got hatred in this deck, man.
Ah.
Thrasios comes out of nowhere and hits them for 2.
Fish can die.
Oh.
You are supposed to figure that out before you draw, but you know.
Fish was gonna.
I'm starting to see why Grigor busts your balls about Mystic Remoras.
This is an interface he doesn't normally use, but I am going to bust his balls because I can.
Valid. All right. Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
What's Garth's shtick? What does Garth win? I'm assuming a lot of mana.
Who knows?
Spoilers, he isn't going to cast him, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He just plays 5-color pile and needed something in the command zone. He thought it looked more professional than Horde of Notions.
Sultan pile.
Sure.
Well,
let's go with that.
it gives him a if he gets infinite mana and flickers with like Emil or Displacer Kitten, then he can.
Yeah.
And then
Assuming he also has a haste outlet, that is.
I think there's one somewhere in the deck. I haven't looked at his most recent deck list.
What?
Shout out to a friend of the show. I don't know, Joking Hammond. I don't know what to call him. Who helped me tune this for the tournament this past weekend, which I placed 5th in. So out of like 30-something people. So that's pretty dope.
Boop, boop.
Drop a
I was
booty.
too busy recouping on.
I'm playing in a charity tournament this weekend as well. If you folks are looking for something to do on Saturday, it's
Gonna make
like
you say it again.
Wow, you're feeding him 2 cards? Holy shit.
baby. Oh, my friend, thank you. 2 cards. This is what a day.
Well, you did pay 2 mana for 2 cards. 3 mana for 2 cards. You just divinationed. You're so good at this game.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with just chilling for a while now. This has incentivized me to just hang the fuck out. Let's play. I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. I think I'll just.
Sorry, what
pay...
are you doing right now?
Oh, he just
Sorry.
he just hasn't paid. He just hasn't put the
Sorry,
counter.
I've done
He
the
paid.
counter. I
he
did
did-
pay fish.
There you go.
He paid before drawing. He was good.
I'll play this, and I will just pass the turn.
Ooh, I know where this Thrasios is going. Right into that Esper Sentinel, boy. You can rev it. Bolt my Thrasios. I dare you.
Bolt. You expect my 5-color deck is on Bolt.
I would put. I had when I was playing like Dawn Waker. I don't know if it still is on Bolt, but I had Bolt in and out of the Dawn Waker shell, because it was another way to if you couldn't.
Hey,
win-
draw all the cards.
Oh my god, you guys suck. Okay, carry on. But lightning bolt with if you had infinite mana off of like a Emil Dockside or what have you, and then you had an Ewit, then you could do infinite lightning bolts for damage.
Right. Man,
As a way
this is
to
just
win.
a Thrasios circle jerk. Look at this. Thrasios. Everywhere. Everywhere's Thrasios but me. This is CDH.
I like
these
how that
days,
even
folks.
made a fish.
Yeah, I know. It literally did.
Oh, your fish made a fish. I was just like, how did
Yeah.
that get there?
And being the water guy, I'll take it.
How did you do that made a fish? Oh, you crisscrossed it.
Yeah.
I crisscrossed it. I went like that, and then like that. The other way, like that. There you go.
It's a very sad fish.
That is not the fish.
I have to use the soul ring, but
How did you make a fish?
he's trying. I love this. He's like pausing in the middle of Gruger's turn to try and.
So we're all agreed. We're all going to.
How did you make a fish?
This
Actually-
is great.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna chill because there's a Thrasios or there's a Timna player on the other side. So we chilling.
Eh.
I don't feel like going to,
Thrasios, you coward.
well, yeah, because if I swing at you, then he could easily just swing at me instead of swinging at you and get the guarantee card draw. If he is doing the Timna or not Tim, yeah, if he's doing the Timna plan.
Every so often he makes a decent decision. I've seen it happen.
Not like the most common thing, though. Drawing out Thrasios would be cool. Timna would also be very cool.
You can hold up mana and draw off Thrasios.
That's kind of the thing.
What?
That's where I am. So go.
Okay.
How much you like that tuna?
I like
Apparently
it a
a lot.
lot. I like it a lot. It's pretty sick, I must say. Play that one floating.
See, this was definitely one of those games where just being like, if I was on like Nagila, just slamming Nagila turn 1 or turn 2 would have been like such a
Yeah.
different. Everyone would have been like, ooh. But everyone right now we're just like, well, we have now entered the mid range. Everyone's in blue.
Everyone's mid-range blue grinding right now, and that's
3
where we're at.
commanders are out, so we have like in a bunch
Speak
of
for
4-color decks.
yourself. I barely have 2 resources out.
No, I meant for free
I went
spells
from
that
a
are like commander
6-land
based.
hand to apparently no land in my deck.
Oh, this feels bad. I don't know what to do with all this colored mana. Or this colorless mana. Okay.
Did you pay the 1?
Oh, for the Soul Ring.
You do
I
have an
will.
extra mana off.
I will, yes. Sorry. That's what I'll use the colorless mana for, and then I'll just pass and discard. Discarding a. Oh God, what a bad, feels bad discard. Probably this Elvish Spirit Guide. I've got enough
I just got 2
mana.
cards. Oh shoot!
Cheater, Pumpkin Eater.
Good.
What are you eating, Travis?
You guys want me to? I'll shuffle because I know what the top card is.
I hear the fork, and I'm just like, ooh, what's he eating?
Sweet potato.
There.
Sauce.
Ah, classic.
Never
I had like 14 minutes to make dinner. So I literally I had like ground turkey thigh. And I just opened the damn container and put it in the pan. I was like, this is fine.
Hey, if it works.
You're more grown up than me. I had some cheese and crackers, some unsalted roasted cashews, and a cookie that I'm slowly going through.
I checked the bag.
We are
Bag. It's
adults on
empty.
this show. Yeah.
Empty bag. Can't find a fuck to give.
Oh no.
About?
But that's how people have empathy, Joseph.
Motherfucker's
That
about to
explains
drop
why I
a. Oh no, he doesn't have double white. Okay, I thought he was about to drop like a Grand Abolisher or some shit.
I'm actually wondering if I'm fetching white.
A white does let you go for Ranger Captain of Eos
Yeah.
if you have it in hand.
I guess we're gonna Tundra.
The new Toyota Tundra comes with what?
Wait a minute. I'm not
Just
gonna
ice and
Tundra.
snow?
Did you not put it?
Wait, what? Where the heck did my land go?
I don't know. It says you put Volcanic Island into play from the library, then you put Volcanic Island from play on top of your library, and then you
I'm
put
wondering how my wooded foothills ended up back in my library. That's
You
why
actually, yeah, no, I'm just reading the chat log. You somehow put it back into your, yeah.
This turn, he's drawn multiple cards and put his fetches back in his deck.
McRae, kill me.
Oh, hey, sick. Now we're real twinsies. Are you paying for these?
If I were paying, I wouldn't have said kill me.
I'll draw 2. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
I don't know. That card sucks.
Well, I guess in response to it, while it's still on the stack, I will 3 you this.
Boop. Sure. This is the ultimate grind. I was like, oh, we'll get like 3 games in no problem. It's CDH. We'll have some combo wins, and then we just like go into the first game, and it's this like 3 Thrasios, 2 Esper Sentinel.
I was trying to look
dual
for
fish.
I was trying to look for like a turn 1 or turn 2 Tevesh, but that didn't happen. Anyways, I scribed one to the bottom, and I will reveal. Ooh, it's like Rift.
Oh
I'm
shit!
so wickedly far behind on resources that like I can't not let him draw cards at this point.
You're not that. You're like in the second best spot for like resources right now. All right, my turn.
If you specifically count why I just fed him 2 cards, maybe yes.
Wait.
Oh, you're doing something to the heuristic study? Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Let's not draw McRae more cards. What you're thinking is not going to work.
But I don't want you to have an engine too.
I have 2 land and an artifact.
2 cards for 15 cards for the next 8 turns.
McCrae has 5 mana available. I have 2.
McCrae
Yeah,
has
you know
more than
what?
that. He has
This
7.
Soul Ring in this ancient tomb, they're probably paying for that fish. Just saying.
Yeah, those are switching over, and then he's going to hold up colored mana.
Yeah, it just flips.
Mystic Study here was bad for me. Mystic Study is really bad for me.
Travis, he has multiple draw effects in play.
I don't care. Your card is way worse for me than his deck is.
Right, but you and I are going to just make McCrae draw a full mitt, and he's already got a full mitt. This is why I'm saying don't do this.
I'm not invested enough to argue at both of you right now.
The ultimate question: do you feed the fish?
I'm just sitting here eating these homemade cookies, having some lovely low caffeine black tea.
This sucks. So I can actually pay for the fish. I have the fish, and say no to your Mystic Study.
Aren't you sad you played that beside you now? Look who's a fool.
I am a fool.
Or you could just play Timna and we could both make McCrae sad.
No, you having Mystic Study is a problem.
Can you tell 3 of us have not played Well, I guess Joseph has played a little bit recently, but the rest of us are the other 2 of us, you know, used to grind like at least 8 to 12 hours a week for a while to like we've barely played in 3 months.
I've been grinding a lot recently.
All right, hold on.
It takes me about 3 games to get back.
We have been holding on.
Yeah, it takes me about 3 games on a day to get back into it. I don't know if I practice a little bit more, then I have a feel for like what's a good mulligan, what's a.
Yeah, that makes sense.
3 green.
Oh, so you're paying for the Espers?
And I'm paying for Mystic Remora.
It's 4, right? Yeah.
He's got 4.
Okay, so you're paying for the Mystic Remora, but not the Esper Sentinels?
No.
You can pay, I think, for 1 of them.
5, 6. You got 6 mana. You got 6 mana, so there's not enough for all of it. So
he's paying for everything except for 1 Esper Sentinel.
Yeah.
So who's Esper
Sentinel?
Who's Esper Sentinel?
Joe, you can draw Esper Sentinel.
Boo.
And Joe gets 2 treasures. So Joseph, if you have something you'd like to do for 2 treasures or fight this, if you will get 2 treasures if this resolves.
Yes.
And then you don't have a Mystic Study.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm trying to decide if I think it's worth letting McCrae just win the game.
That's winner's talk.
I mean, at the end of the day, not everyone can be as hot as me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're such a knob.
So Joseph, do you have anything else you would like to do before it goes to my turn?
Sure do. Actually, you know what?
You can't physically reach Travis right now, though. So
Truth. Nah. Nope.
Okay. I get to carry on. You guys do remember this is why I revealed off Thrasios. This was a while ago.
Sure do.
Okay. Good.
So we're getting an overloaded Psych Rift pretty quick, I guess?
Maybe, but not quick. He's got 3 land in play, and he's way too responsible to go feeding anyone over, getting it faster. So
I have 5 lands in play, or 4 lands in play. Thank you very much. Oh, it's really, really tempting to play to just jam my commander, but too many cards have been drawn. I gotta pretend that I'm sitting on things other than Ristic or other than
Psychrift.
Psychrift. I am, though the black players are tapped out.
It's just like in a game that's already super, super mid-range, slow, grindy, and then you like have to show us a Psychrift on top of that.
I'm gonna fetch this so I just don't get got by like someone
I mean,
else's
I'm gonna tell you,
option.
Gruger, in your position, I'd be dropping that Tevesh. There's nothing on the board bigger than a 1 button. You have a Thrasios block.
No, it's the 9 cards in the 5-color pile.
Oh, I'm aware.
With all the mana he has. And then a 5 card, like there's just too much mana and too many cards without people have like doing anything
Hello.
yet. Anyways, I have like
I gotta tell you, in a game with 3 sets of partners, you having all the commanders be pretty hot.
It would be, but I'm not gonna get baited into like playing my commander right now, so go. I'm just gonna sit here and just do the really bad Thrasios plan with not even like a reducer or a Seedborn Muse in play.
Aw.
We're just drawing 1 extra card a turn cycle.
Baby needs his training grounds.
There's no training grounds in this deck.
Oh, really?
No, this deck is actually more Tevesh focused.
Right.
And this deck is like totally happy to play like Thrasios turn 1 or turn 2. And then on turn 2 or turn 3, you play Tevesh, you sacrifice Thrasios to Tevesh, draw 3 cards. Like it's
I've been grinding against a lot of Tevesh recently. A lot of Rakdos Tevesh, but he just distorts games because like the minute he drops, everyone's like, all right, so we have to beat the Tevesh so he does an ultimate, because it can ultimate scarily fast in mid-range games. So it's just like you're always like trying to politic how we all deal with the Tevesh together.
In mid-range games too, he just keeps upticking and he gives you more stuff for
whack.
Yeah, you can have the card. You're welcome. Thank you for the cards. Have one back.
As somebody that ground Tevesh Thras and then took it to a tournament, I'm going to say there is no politicking involved in it at all. You're right about the second you drop Tevesh, everyone tilts completely to, oh God, kill it, oh God, and they swing at it until it's dead.
The ultimate is terrifying.
I have died to that ultimate once or twice when I was playing the Gila, and that felt really bad.
Oh, dude, literally
it is time.
The first game I played on it, I got the ult off and jacked everyone's commanders and just beat everyone to death with their own generals. It was hilarious.
That's
that was also at a time when like a bunch of people were playing Thrasio, other like Thrasii and stuff. And
well, that's when Tim the Thras was like, well, gee, is that deck good?
It's great. In fact, I'm just gonna like play this Displacer Kitten.
Yep.
Whoa.
Sorry, on the stack.
You
guys can counter it.
Pass.
How much reanimation is this? Is this fool running? Oh, I didn't keep this card in my opening hand for no reason.
Hard cast, force and negation.
Nope.
Hard cast a pact, and then
no. I would love 4 mana to go towards my Tevesh next turn.
Do you pay 1?
I paid for your one, and I'm just deciding if I should pay for the other one.
You probably should, but I hope you don't.
No, Joseph, you get to draw, and I'm going to hold this Cyclonic Rift up that you guys all know about.
Oh, man.
Sick. All right. I'm just going to put, because I don't have any white mana in the deck.
Is Displacer Kitten only 3?
No, it's 4.
Oh, you went off Sol Ring. Okay, right.
Yeah, I had Sol Ring, and then I had an Ancient Tomb. I'm going to play a Sylvan Library.
Oh, okay.
Are you paying the 1? I know other people are supposed to be saying that, but I feel left out.
No, that's fine. I'm kind of slow playing it here. That was a value Displacer Kitten, which is even more feels bad about it.
Well, I'm not gonna let you just hang out
Give
with
me
a
a break.
displacer kitten
There's no
and
such thing.
play.
It's like, oh, I tutored
is-
value Thoracle.
No, this is good though because it's still 1 for 1, right? So it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing.
No,
ever.
but I'm really looking
How's
forward
going there,
to
big fella?
paying.
I
Like,
paid for it. I paid my Savannah.
yeah,
I know. I said, how's your turn going?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
really
done.
looking forward to just dropping Tevesh for like 1 black mana and then contemplating how many Esper
Boom! Land drop. Never didn't have it. Oh, so
Sentinel
good at
triggers
magic.
I'm doing.
This game sucks.
Okay.
All right.
I should have played a different thing like 8 turns ago, but that's fine.
You know, let's just do this first.
We are where we are.
We're gonna crack him a draw step. Oh my god, I've become that guy.
Yeah, you've been that guy for.
There's 2 people that have potential mana. Well, one of them has mana for an Oppo right now, so
Oh yes.
I'm not on Dark Ritual, so I can't gotcha with 1 black.
If you think there's any world where you don't crack a fetch land because you're worried someone's gonna op agent it, I don't live in that world.
Absolutely a monarch. Straight up.
It happens a lot, like
I had
especially
the
turn one Dark Rit Oppos happens so
I
fucking
would
frequently.
tell you the exact opposite, in that someone will wait until you throw it out at something, and then everybody else will put their tutors on top of your op agent.
There's a reason why I was like fetching on since I was going first and people were tapped out. I'm like, I have no reason not to just fetch out preemptively right now.
Dude, once I was able to turn 0 Oppo somebody's fetch land because I had a gemstone. So
Ugh.
it was degenerate, but it was like, yeah. And then they had no land drop, so they sat there for the next like 6 turns.
Ooh, I turned ones off of I was in seat 2 and I
Right.
think I turned ones a win. It was an unprotected win, but I had the perfect like hand of Gemstone Caverns, enough fast mana after gemstones to do the Assa's Oracle consult, and just didn't respect the table. Turn 2 or turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the Vampiric Tutor. I Vampiric Tutor on the end of to player 1's end step.
Soaring on the stack.
I don't care about Soul Ring. I already used my mana drain.
You're gonna do that.
You having 4 mana for a Tevesh into something else is scary.
It could also just be Tevesh, pay for 2 Esper Sentinels and still hold up mana.
Yeah, it's true. Get some thralls in the process. Start grinding for that ultimate.
Yeah, it's not as if there's a whole lot that can pressure it on this board right now.
No, it's all 1/1s and fucking Thrasios.
We're gonna throw a birthing pod on the stack.
Ooh. So did you pay for that?
Sure did.
Okay,
He
perfect.
did.
Oh, sorry. The first one each turn.
That's only my trigger, by the way.
Forget that. It's first one each turn.
Yeah. I pass priority on the birthing pod. What are you 2 yahoos saying about this?
Yeah, this is fine. It's fine. It resolves.
I do like
You
the
got
art.
a 3-drop and a 2-drop on lock right now.
I absolutely do not like the art, but such is life.
Did you
That's
want
me.
treasure to
That's
crank
me
it?
being an
You're not gonna crank
Yeah.
it?
No, he doesn't. He wants.
What would I get? Like,
Oh,
He's
that's
holding up
3-drop.
interaction. If he can't do the full chain
actually,
right now,
that's a good point.
It's only at sorcery speed. Don't forget, birthing pod can only be activated at sorcery speed. So
Yep.
oh, you cracked a treasure and then
yeah, for the Elvish
You
Mystic.
played an elf.
Yep, makes sense. Haha, rift your health.
Never see this coming.
Do I feel like doing anything else on my end step? I feel like I should be doing something else on this end step. I don't know that I am, so I won't.
Look at you go.
Potatoes.
Neat. You have 4 mana.
Yeah, Yeah, I do.
God damn it, my poor cat.
Hmm?
Poor
Well,
puss.
Is displacer kitten.
Gotta tell you, Liquid Death tastes exactly like what you think it is. It's water. It's got some bubbles in it.
Is it fizzy water? Is it fancy water?
Oh yeah, it's like Perrier adjacent. There's some.
Oh,
fizz.
okay. So it's fancy
Alright.
as shit.
So I'll put this Tevesh on the stack. There are 2 triggers.
Truth.
You
Promise I'll
need.
counter it if you don't pay. Leverage.
Yeah,
That's a math
That's-
ed, right?
that's just extortion, Joseph. That's not.
Yeah, leverage.
I kind of just feel like playing poorly now, so I'm not going to pay.
Remind me when I form a mob that I'll have to have you as an enforcer.
All right, I have chosen not to pay extra.
Remember reading a thing that made me laugh my ass off. It was, what is known as stealing in times of peace is known as requisitioning in times of war.
May I have my Tevesh?
You can have a Tevesh.
Yay.
Hey, you fulfilled your part of the deal.
Are you paying for the?
No,
Tevesh
I already said I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Are you playing this game?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right before he did that, he literally just went, "Nah, I'm not going to pay."
Sorry, I'm just confirming what I assumed.
This many counters.
That's too many.
There's so
That
much.
is too many.
Why so many counter?
That's me. we just
Get your hands off my fish.
This is view top card of library, right?
Control W.
Control W.
And then you can right click it to put it down if you want, or you can show us.
Ah.
Well,
Ah.
Looks
That
like
guy rocks. That's cool.
There's not even any good targets for it. That's the shitty part.
no, that looks like I am not going to be playing my displacer kitten lines into a deadly rollick is what I'm thinking.
That's I'm gonna take a deadly relic.
All right,
Yeah.
you reveal it again. Yeah.
All right.
All right, you're Gucci to go to turn, I think.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. That's so inconvenient. It's so upsetting. Okay, well. Why is there so much mana?
That's so many Thrasios activations.
It's just one over here.
The card advantage. The card advantage.
I'm gonna.
I assume you mean to be in your first main phase.
Yeah, so I still just drew, Joe. I haven't actually done anything. Here.
Game said you did.
8, 5. So Craze John, Joe's John. Joe's treasures in a birthing pod.
Hey, Joe, you didn't pay any life for that birthing pod, eh? You just decided to pay straight mana?
Yeah. I paid 4 mana.
4
Wow.
mana plus an extra one, so you paid
Look at
5.
this rich man with his mana. Back in my day, we paid life for that birthing pod.
So if you're on
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you played the Soul
Didn't
Ring.
cast anything else.
That's why
That's not
birthing
good.
pod got banned.
Well, you played the Soul Ring last turn, in addition to.
Yeah.
In addition to, okay.
Soul Ring is 5.
the best answer is actually go to combat and swing Thrasios. And
You better
Well,
swing that
that's bad play.
to Vesh, probably. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just take one.
You know, the world we live in, Gruger's just going to ult that thing and we're all going to be sad.
That's what I mean. Like, Tevesh hitting the board is always this weird tilting thing.
I am entertained by your statements because there's like if Joseph had paid life last turn with the Elvish Mystic in hand, I don't know if
It's
he had
just
enough.
even better because there's so many partner commanders right now too.
Well, no, I don't know if Joseph had the line
Okay.
because he could have potentially. I won't say what his birthing pod lines
well, let's
I
see.
don't
So,
play birthing pod
Yep,
that
I know I
often.
could have hit a 2-drop.
Archivist, okay.
What are you doing with this? You're just.
If you're going to
casting.
comment on Draneth, I'm aware I could have done that.
Sorry, so you're playing a Chromox and putting an Archivist under the Chromox?
Well,
Yeah.
so Chromox is an ETB, so it's Chromox on the stack.
yeah.
Figure out Esper Sentinel triggers.
Yeah. I think I'm actually going to pay for them both. It's Chromax in the stack.
I'm
I got
assuming we're all
nothing.
passing.
It's
priority.
good. Yeah.
You're using the Soling to pay for both?
Archivist.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Just annotate it white and throw the guy in exile. Like, for example, mine is annotated blue over here. Just right-click it and hit Set Annotation.
White. Cool. Archivist. Exile. That's
Hey,
exciting.
Joseph, I think you're maybe missing a mana because you used one treasure for the Mystic. Soul Ring is.
Mystic.
You played Elvish Mystic last turn.
Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Should I have another treasure?
No. 1 second. I'm
What are
just
you
looking
talking
at Joseph's mana. Joseph's mana doesn't. So Soul Ring is mana neutral because he paid for the Esper Sentinel.
Yep.
So
Yes.
take that out of the equation. Then it was 1, 2, 3, 4 for the birthing pod. No, never mind. That's correct. Never mind. I was just
You're
wrong.
Gucci. Yeah, I got nothing for this rest in peace. It makes me real sad that my cat's gone, but
Peace. Rest.
I don't care. There's a mana drain and 3 lands in my bin.
Bruse? I assume you pass?
No, I passed priority on that shit. That means I'm not doing kitten lines. I'm not doing Tyvar lines. I'm not
I
doing.
lost my cat. Yeah.
Welcome.
Bummer. I haven't hit a single tutor this game, which is like really odd and kind of.
You done, Travis?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay,
Rest in peace should go somewhere like maybe right next to this thing.
I'll just pay 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Tell
7,
that
8.
everyone's sad and just constantly ETB on its original trigger.
Sorry, why are you paying 8, McRae?
He didn't even look at the card.
Library.
Oh, he did look at the cards. Never mind. Okay, I didn't see the look. I thought you just were just like, fuck it, I'm just paying 8.
Play a Tundra.
So I would like to point out, since no one else is doing anything with it,
Playing a survival, paying for the Esper.
What's
Is
that?
this good?
Groogs?
if no, just because I've been gotten by this a few other times with other things that put things straight into play. Joseph does, since he has 2 1-drops into play and a 2-drop, he can use one of, if he has an untap effect in his hand, he can use a birthing pod to get Grand Abolisher.
Oh yeah.
I
And
could just
protect
get Grand
whatever
Abolish
combo.
with it. What do you want about?
No. I mean, if you had it would give you a protected pod line. Like if you had an untapper in hand or abolisher in hand.
Is this survival good?
I have no responses to survival.
Okay, I would like to crank a Dothy Voidwalker to exile to use it.
Sure.
I have no oppo agent for you.
Get a dockside. Crank out a dockside.
Ooh, I'm so happy that other thing is dead now. All right, dockside on the stack.
Yes.
Joseph, you have anything to say about this?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, I'd give him 4 treasures.
5, 6, 7, 8
Oh,
total.
5. Because
You
it
wanna
triggers
crack
off Esper, right?
Yeah, Esper's an artifact. So I'm counting 8.
8 is a lot of mana.
A lot.
I can't do anything about Dockside.
Yep, I can't either.
Okay, sick. Get 8 treasures. Oops, sorry.
No, you're not cracking your treasure? I guess 7, 8. Not huge.
No. If he can just cast a Tidespout Tyrant and not give a shit, no, I'm not setting myself back a mana.
I wish I had Tidespout Tyrant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Garth on the stack.
I, again, have nothing to say about Garth. Have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Garth can go through my Thrall tokens. Shit.
Lion's Eye Diamond.
What? Why can you go through your Thrall tokens?
Pass.
I just mean like he can attack at me and like he can just swing at me and not just be dissuaded by the fact that Thrasios like.
Is Garth probably swinging at the Tevesh for a while? Maybe.
All right. Okay. I will pay a green. Put a carpet of flowers on the stack.
Huh.
Let's see.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and that makes 11 mana. That's a pretty good ritual right now.
Yeah.
Not bad, eh?
That's a better than a Dockside.
Yeah, I guess we'll go blue. Yeah.
Carpet?
Well, you don't
It's
choose
one
anything.
I got 3. I got 4 actually.
Yeah, no, I already counted it up.
Bruce?
It's 11.
Yeah.
I passed priority on this.
Travis?
Well, the other thing too is there is an Esper
Okay.
trigger on top of all
I
that.
already paid for it. Said blue when I tapped it.
It's Gucci. That's all I got.
Cool.
Oh, you tapped the Elvish Mystic. I was just like, where's the other? Yeah, it's fine.
Main 2, add 4, pump a Thrasios, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, because it's in main 2, it means he can't do. He can't use that mana right now to win with a Birthing Pod. Well, the Birthing Pod lines are harder when you don't have access to your
I'm just going to
graveyard.
put your brain at ease and say that my deck doesn't ramp up Birthing Pod since you keep bringing it up.
You cut all the untappers?
It doesn't run up Birthing Pod. I will play a land for turn. And I mean, someone's going to put it there. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Actually, wait, sorry. Let's do this the more logical way.
There is no logical way. This is a mid-range grinder game.
I'll do that. I'll pay 2.
It's just attrition.
I will activate Birthing Pod. This elf don't have a real bad day.
Okay, sack it as a cost. Yeah.
Show am. See, now the funny play is
Just
to
get
get
an
a
oof.
collect roof.
Yeah, I was gonna say get an oof. Shut everything down.
That's the funny play.
Not an oof. Oh no, what will I do?
Gringer's just like, hee.
I mean, the other play is grab my own dockside and see if McRae cares enough to get rid of all that.
Probably not.
I'm going to venture no.
All my lines are turned off because there's a fucking rest in peace. I gotta add rest in peace to my primer now.
Yeah.
You're fine. You have plenty of tutors to find ways to get rid of rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. And a Boseiju. And
I do have a Boseiju and I do have an Otawara, so.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's like run the clutch chaos warp just because.
Yeah. I'm on Assassin's Trophy, Cyclonic Rift, and the 2 lands, and that's it right now.
So, man, damn it, stupid game.
Just gonna
All
say.
right, whatever. I'm gonna do neither. I'm gonna get that.
Ah, yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm gonna crack this. Lose a life.
Oppo. No.
Yeah, now is the moment.
I'm kidding. No,
Definitely did not see it coming.
Actually, you know what, Joe? I think I am going to dream crush you, actually. I'm going to pitch this Gilded Drake, and I'm going to go grab an Oppo, and I'm going to play it with these treasures and shit. I think that's the line.
I'm surprised you didn't do that on the first birthing pod. And then
I probably should have, but I was curious.
And then you would have stolen his dockside extortionist.
Yeah. So there we go.
All
All right. Get
Close
Oppo'd.
this for now because this tutor is still on the stack. Let's be less presumptuous there, big fella.
Oh yeah, just put it in the red zone.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I will let you counter it.
I'm going to go ahead and assume no one else has a response to this.
Well, you also respawn first, so.
Yeah, you're first.
We're going to force that.
Hardcast force. Woohoo! Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, I have no responses to Force of Will.
So
Exile,
we're
buddy.
going
There's
to go back
there's
to
a
what we
rip.
were doing.
We'll get him to clean up his graveyard afterwards. It's fine.
Guess we're going to grab
Being better than everyone. Stop being better and remembering arguably everything.
I forget all my own stuff though, so it's
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we're going to tap that. We're going to pay 2. We're going to make a fish. It's not a fish. Prompt. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh no! No!
I am gonna go to combat. I'm gonna send that at that.
I will block with my fish.
Yeah.
Just endless fish
For a second.
swaps. We do need to do that to Tevesh, though. It is scary.
Well, there's now a 2/3 flyer, and you can make a Shivan Dragon and attack it.
I'm thinking I might actually have to make the Shivan Dragon just to deal with the Tevesh.
5.
I'm all for you having that be your spell. I'm gonna make 4 mana and I'm gonna pump it into Thrasios.
6.
Yeah, with a Thrasios, an Archon is always good.
9.
That is
You have
going
11 mana. What are you talking about?
out of here.
Who? What?
Joseph, there's 11. His opponents. You don't choose a single opponent. Oh wait, no, you do choose.
No,
Never mind.
it's a single opponent.
Oh my god, I haven't played
New.
Carpet in forever. Just shoot me.
City
You're-
Brass goes in
You're a
play.
silly boy.
Yep.
God, that card would be so much better. So much
That card would be an auto include in every green deck at that point.
like everyone
Just on
has.
the chance someone was playing blue.
That's me.
What is you?
He doesn't auto include in every green deck.
No, there's some green
Eh,
decks I haven't run
I
it in.
don't. I don't run it.
Oh, by the way, McCrae, did you? Oh no, never mind. Your Oppo did not trigger my Esper. There is no reason for me to ask this question.
Hey, Joseph, clean up your graveyard. That's all in
No.
exile.
I refuse.
Um,
Stop that, you punk bitch!
I tried.
Right after I
Gotcha.
chose to not get a collector roof for you too.
That's okay. I didn't care about the youth really.
Well, geez, that makes two of us.
I got all this land now. Who needs artifacts?
whoop. Ooh, that's a tainted pact into my hand.
Did I make a mistake? Now, like, just going back to look at my list, like, should I have included different cards so that I could pod up?
I was wondering. The other thing you could have just done too is you could have
We're
just
talking like a one-card switch. Like, this is not a big deal.
The other thing is you could have also just included. You could have like played Bruse Tarl and turned Bruse Tarl into a Seedborn Muse.
Yeah, that's true.
That's usually what whatchamacallit, I will playlist tapped. That's usually what Dawnwaker turns Bruse or does with Bruse is just a turbo
Punts
it.
Thrasios, Seedborn stuff, yeah.
Well, I got 7 cards in hand now. That's fantastic.
Because the thing is, like, right now I have a Village Bellringer in here because I figured the odds are that I'll probably have something that makes mana or whatever, so I put that in here. But really, I could have just put a Pestermite in. A Pestermite would have untapped Birthing Pod.
Or a Deceiver Exarch as well. That would work too.
Are you on a Kiki?
Yep.
Yeah, so Bellringer makes sense because it goes infinite with Kiki, right?
Everything goes infinite with Kiki.
I mean, everything does.
Bellringer doesn't get Kiki. Bellringer dies on the way to Kiki.
Maybe one day I'll build a 5-color Kiki list that is just all the ways you can Kiki.
Or just build Rocco.
Rocco's pretty good too.
It
But
races there like crazy.
There's just a couple, like there's Pestermite and a couple others in blue. Deceiver Exarch that do it too.
I'm waiting for an infinite combat step card, and then Ryonia will have like 7 targets.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Ryonia does it. There's some Hyax Tower Scout, I think, does it. There's a ton.
I guess I go like
Combat Celebrant, the OG Zealous Conscripts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's
wait, that's right.
Or 2 that do it now too.
I was about to do something really dumb, and then I just remembered something. Never mind.
Archon says choose your turn.
No, I was playing around Archon. Archon was fine. It was just something else, and I was like, yes, I'm a dumbass. All right, noted.
Please entomb something.
Yeah, I was like, graveyards, you say?
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Everything I pitch normally would be a regrowth target, and it's all just gone now.
This was Corley a Bant list, so it's very much on the Staxier side of things.
Sorry, I'm just playing around 2 effects right now. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to navigate.
I mean, I do have to point out that it's going to take more than just me swinging just Archon, or we're going to have Tevesh forever.
Yeah, I know. I'm sadly considering a.
As we were saying, like, Tevesh demands an answer.
Yeah.
You say that, but I don't think you mean it. Sorry. What the fuck am I getting? Am I getting anything? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm lost, confused.
Poor little
There's
boy.
no stranger here to help you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd suggest you swing your thralls at me and Thrasios at McRae. Want a hand? There you go.
I appreciate.
They don't say defender.
They don't.
Or even
Alright.
better, swing one at Bun Bun so we can have 2 life.
I will just.
Did it.
I'll uptick before I do anything else. Boop.
I was like,
That
what
is too many rolls.
come from? Shit, I can't think that through.
Oh my god, my brain's just like fried. I wanted to do that.
So you're 2 turns from ultimate. Okay.
Which isn't actually, because Archon just keeps it at 2 for the right. Like it, Archon just stays at parity now.
Argon is like
Okay.
coffee in that like we don't want it to die, but we want it to live. I'm like, oh, that
Yeah,
actually,
you want it to disappear when you're the one that's about to win.
yes,
Zoom!
yeah. I love that card so much.
It looks so good in EAF.
So good.
Whoa, oh, mwah.
All I know is
Granted,
that
I,
group for 2 weeks with Winota.
All right.
I realized
I'll pass.
Alright.
as someone that's run Archon of Emeria in a whole bunch of decks, I usually end up swearing at it myself after some amount of turns.
Spin Thrasios, give your turn.
I apologize for the slow play there.
OW. Is that like a decision I'm supposed to make? It might not be a decision I'm supposed to make. I feel like
So right click on it where it is, and then, well, if you're going to put it on the bottom, don't click on it and then click anywhere else because the interface will pull it out and show us.
yeah, it's not like the worst option in the world. Sure. I'll reveal a bird's paradise.
Ha, what a flashy spell for the turn.
No, it goes into his hand. It goes into his hand.
Oh, sorry. This is a Thrasios activation.
Yeah.
Now go draw. We'll put a scrub land in tapped.
Seems good.
Yeah, you scrub.
Ha.
Oh, it's so good.
Get off my lane.
All right. And honestly, that's not the worst card per turn. So we're gonna drop Breeding Pool. No, we're better at Magic than that. And play a Bird's Paradise.
Ah, love it.
And then we're gonna say go.
We're going to swing at Tevesh, right? Because we're trying to kill stuff, right?
I mean, I can't really get through the thralls, and then I also face.
No one can, but we all have to work at it, or no one does.
Well, you have the Archon. The Archon already like prevents me from.
The
ulting.
Archon just keeps you at parity. It
As
doesn't.
long as
get
they're
us
like,
anywhere.
the thing is, I can't guarantee no crackback, and I am at 31, and I do want to run ad nauseam one day. You know, would be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to pay 8. 1,
So I
2,
just
3,
bash
4,
Travis
5,
and we let him
6,
ult
7,
Tevesh
8.
because you have the most to lose right now.
I mean,
I would
I don't know if
like
it's
to
right.
begin
I don't have
by
that,
swordsing the Archon.
so
All right,
I
all right, all right. Are you paying the 1 first off? And now
I am not paying the 1. I'll give you something in return.
Joseph, you get to draw a card.
I
All right,
did.
Joseph, show him your mental misstep. Just misstep all over his face.
Sure.
Nope. I have no resources available, so
Misstep costs 2 life. That is.
I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm passing priority.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't like have anything that works for these.
Okay, so Cougar's passing priority. Travis,
Ooh, Travis.
What?
we don't need to point out that he's going to try and win here, right?
Yeah, there's no point in unlocking everyone else if.
No.
Yeah. Like, this is in all of our best interest that this thing is in play right now.
Yeah, I know.
There's a reason why Travis played a bird instead of doing anything else. Travis is like, because Travis already has the removal answer in his hand.
Yeah.
You know he has the Deadly Relic.
And McRae, you're in main phase, right?
Sorry, yes.
He could have been doing this at the end of his draw step.
Didn't really matter.
Garth doesn't matter in his deck. I've shut off like most lines, so the only line is
Garth doesn't matter with Displacer Kitten.
He does have an Emil in that deck, I'm assuming.
He
And then
also doesn't have any of his haste outlets with graveyards being gone, unless he has one that I haven't seen yet.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If removing something from his board right now is actually the cheekier play, and pulling him back on resources, i.e., 5 mana.
you just exiling Dockside Extortionist would actually be kind of huge too.
Kinda like I think that's actually the play. I can spin Thrasios, but I should leave it for you, Ryan, because you scare me. So I do actually think. All right.
And the funny part is he can't respond to the Deadly Rollick on the
I know.
Dockside.
We'll tap Chrome Mox, and we're gonna tap. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Yeah, all right. We'll tap Chrome Mox for you, and we're gonna tap Savannah for you, and we'll Deadly Rollick Dockside Extortionist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will gain 2 life.
Bye, Dockside. Huh.
I was wondering because the only way you could have saved that is with an Otawaro out from underneath that silence.
Well, yeah.
Is this less
actually,
exciting now? Or
I actually had that, but
the Dockside Emil shenanigans?
no, the Otawara. But
I think you can Otawara your own stuff. I don't think it says just opponents. I can't remember.
I thought it was opponents.
You can read it real quick.
Oh no, it does. Yeah, to its owner's hand. Whoops. Well, that sucks for me. I will play a land untapped though. I will play this Arid Mesa and crack it now that I can.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
What
what
made it so
an
you can't?
overreach. It would have untapped.
Oh, you were playing it first, right? That's yes. Yeah, that's some brutal MTG.
Yeah.
When you got to fetch, it's like, oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a plateau. Do I grab a plateau? No, I don't. Sorry, that's stupid. Stupid.
Do better.
Against Boros.
Joke's on us. Here comes Winota. No one saw it coming.
Right?
Okay, let's go one here. Cycle of Bosaiju, targeting the rest in peace.
Oh, channeling.
No responses.
I have no stifles. I don't have a deflecting slot.
Okay.
Am I missing something? I see 2 tapped land, and that's your 3rd mana worth of thing you've done.
This is reduced by Garth by 1.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's what it is.
Hold
Joseph, you need to count.
Counting doesn't help if you don't know the effects of the card.
That's true. Actually, it is reading. Sorry. It's the other skill. There's numeracy and then there's literacy.
Anyway, as I said, no response to this.
Okay. Get that rest in peace out of here, but you do get a basic land type.
I was not done responding.
Oh, do you have a stifle?
He was thinking of what he was going to do.
You have Void Slam? Teehee?
Is it only stifle?
What?
No, he has Tail's End.
Tail's End, yeah, the blue legendary one.
Counter target legendary spell, stifle ability, and what's the third thing it does?
I can't remember.
It does 3 things. I can look it up.
It's narrow, but not too narrow for 2 mana, because it's like 1 colorless, 1 blue, right?
Yeah.
Much of a sage. I thought it was a spell at this point.
What?
It's just a spell at this point.
No, it's not. It's an ability.
It's an ability. It's
it's
not
a-
something you can counter.
No, you can stifle it. It's a channel. So channel is an ability. It's
Yeah.
not.
I
a
mean, it
spell.
uses the stack if you want to do something over top of it, but
Yeah,
like,
it's using the stack, so you can stifle the effect, or if you can exile the stack or something, right?
The odds of hitting
all
him.
I hear is you can't do anything and we're wasting time here.
No.
He can spin his fish.
I can spin the fish, but I don't want to do it.
Oh yeah, it is. It is a stifle counter target activated ability, triggered ability, or a legendary spell.
Yeah. So actually, kind of relevant in Commander, but
It stopped Oracle.
yeah, it does.
Rest in peace, Gods of Realms. All right, well, we'll lose rest in peace.
Rest in peace goes to the bin.
Yeah, it does.
That being gone, let me
You get a basic land type into play.
That's
pitch
exciting.
this fish and activate Survival of the Fittest. What will get me out of this mess?
1 second. 1 second. Do I have anything?
It's another ability.
Yeah, I know. There's like effects and sorry, I just had to have like a think here. I don't think that does anything for me. No, carry on.
Okay, I'm going to grab Anger.
So
I'm going
angry.
to pitch Anger. I have haste.
You're activating it. You're grabbing anger. You're discarding anger to survival again.
Yes. Getting into Gila.
Please get your treasure off the board before you resolve your stuff. If you're cracking it.
Yeah. I like to leave it tapped so people can count, or if other people miscount, they can see where the mana is. Grabbing Najila.
Yeah.
I would like to try and cast Najila.
Do you have... 1 second. How much colored mana do you have left after the fact?
Unless he uses
3.
his Lion's Eye, he doesn't get there right now.
He-
Or he still
so-
doesn't even get there with Lion's Eye.
Well, and he has a Black Lotus right now too.
With Garth, I guess you do.
So he currently has Black Lotus LED. So Black Lotus treasure token, and then 2 colored lands. So he has just enough colored mana to get there currently. If he's trying to go with Najila.
I'm shy by 1. What are you talking about? I only have 4 colored mana. Even with the Lion's Eye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have Garth. You still have a Black Lotus.
Nah, that is true, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
was
think
just
it
like,
gets there.
no, I'm just, you're trying to cast Najila. Yeah.
I'm not gonna pitch my entire hand to like get.
No,
one
I was just trying.
combat.
If you had done that, if you had done it with the Ancient Tomb, it would have been Ancient Tomb and a red source.
I mean, you do probably run. You ran Elvish. You're probably running, Fire Monkey.
Fire Monkey.
You could have
Um.
a burn.
All right. Well, I have nothing for Najila, anyways. I was just trying to like plot out. I'm surprised you didn't go for a meal, but I don't know if I guess you had enough mana. Because then you could just. How much does a meal cost to activate?
4.
Oh, she's 4.
He's 4 to play, 3 to activate.
Oh, so you would just get infinite ETBs with Garth. You wouldn't get anything else. Okay.
Exactly. I wouldn't. It lets me reset Garth. That's about it. I need the
Yeah,
docs
no.
on
I just
to
couldn't.
go
It's been a little
ham.
while since I played a meal, so I couldn't remember.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of my next play here before I go to combat. Maybe. I can do that. I guess. Do that. All right, I'll do that. I'll just go to combat and try and swing this Tevesh, as Joseph said. Punch. Actually, that'll stay.
What?
Dude.
I may or may not block a.
That'll go there, so I get to keep it.
Block it. Show him who's who. All right.
Me.
Well, you're the only one who will theoretically not block it.
The warrior.
Yeah.
I will chump
Take one.
Naji Wu
Woo.
Okay.
with a thrall.
Sick. All right. I tried, Joseph, to hit the Tevesh. Hold up mana? Or do I just make a Black Lotus and let it sit?
That's another one of those absolutely classic McRae-isms.
Which?
All right, boys, we got something that'll do the thing we need to do. McRae removes it and then goes, well, I tried.
I think
I was trying to win, but then I had to pivot to not letting the Tevesh ultimate.
Rest in peace. Come on, man.
Okay, this is silly. I guess I'll just do this because it's funny. Do I? No, I don't. I pass. I'll just sit on the terror. What are you thinking about on end step, Joseph?
his entire life.
I am looking ahead to my draw step. I suppose I can get rid of that now. All right. Give me that turn.
Sure. It's yours.
We'll go to upkeep. We will pay a white. And we will put a Enlightened Tutor on the stack.
Ooh. Does this grab your survival?
Sure doesn't.
This Esper hasn't paid me in a very long time. People have too much mana now.
I think you've drawn enough cards. I have no responses to to Enlightened Tutor.
Go for it.
Gray, I'm guessing you would have said something by now.
No, you're good. Grab your breach, man.
Preach.
Yeah.
I should probably be running Enlightened Tutor since I'm on breach now too.
Breach is so good. And also gets you your mana crypt and your LED. Well, gets you LED even if you're not on mana crypt.
Yeah.
Actually, you're on Soul Ring. You're on mana crypt.
I'm on both. Yeah.
I was gonna say if you're on Soul Ring, then you're probably on mana crypt.
Yeah. I'm not on Vault. And
So
Vault
we're
and
gonna
Grim
reveal that.
Monolith.
And
I'm not on Grim
No.
Monolith in a lot of decks either.
Stop it, Joseph. Stop it.
Or wait,
That's funny.
you have a disenchant on Garth, so you can
Sure
just
do.
at any moment.
And I'm probably going to throw it at that because it's annoying.
Blind a Bobo. Seems fine.
I have a terror and I have a disenchant.
A Terra I couldn't care less about.
It's not the best removal because it doesn't hit black creatures and artifact creatures, but all right, well, while you decide your life choices, I'll reload my vape, I guess.
Is there a point in me doing this? You don't currently have a flicker outlet.
My Displacer Kitten's been exiled, so that's my central one.
Yeah, I realize that's your ideal one. Because the thing is, like,
currently Emil is the only way to like reset Garth. So
Ooh, and then he's gonna play an Impact Tremors and kill us all that way.
could.
so hang
I
on.
don't know. I'm not trying to be like. I actually haven't looked at your deck list pre-game or anything like that since we haven't played against one another. I was like, we'll keep it somewhat free-ish.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just having a look here.
It's weird too because like
This is a more awkward
my-
decision than I had initially really leaned on.
at the start of the season, you guys were playing a lot of CDH because it was like last January or something, and then I was not.
right before we were
And
going
then-
down to
Ugh.
we ground so much CEDH.
Yeah, and then I jumped into it and started prototyping Garth after that tournament. I think when Gruger you placed top 16.
Yeah, I
Um,
did okay for a change.
Yeah, we're gonna do
And
that.
so I've been grinding for like a year solid now, and you guys have been taking a break and gone the other way.
Ish. It was awkward. We were playing up until kind of the summer, and then from the summer onwards, like people were away or off and on sick, and then it just hasn't really like lined up for a lot of CDH.
Yeah, understandable.
All right.
All right. Well, we are going to carpet. Okay. We're gonna carpet. We are gonna go.
You have
Yeah.
a billion mana. Holy hell, that carpet
Ouch.
is juiced.
Yeah. I can't say I'm sad that we didn't like power through. I'm just kind of having like a chill time here. I haven't had to think too hard. I haven't taken many game actions.
No.
I'm just so nervous you were 7 cards in hand, Ryan.
Yeah, I was nervous of everyone else having like 7 cards in hand earlier in the
Put
game.
Bruse on the stack.
Oh, hey, yeah.
There's a
First
color
time.
ritual that's going to ruin everyone's lives. in
Does
your
this guy just get a Seedborn Muse with that birthing pod?
Or
That is definitely a thing that can happen. Seedborn, or if he has untappers in hand, it could be Kiki.
Hot
Could be
damn.
either.
just to save you the heart attack, I don't have an untap for artifacts at 4.
No, I meant just a
4 is
creature.
the one place where you have to pick deviation in your lines. There is nothing at 4 that will help you get there with both creature and artifact. Every other line up there,
Not
you can.
4. Bruce gets you to you play Bruce and then Bruce you sack to get a Seedborn Muse to grind with Thrasios.
No. No.
That's
I was
not what I'm
saying.
talking about. I said,
No, I was saying if he had, like, say we already know quarter monitor is gone, but say quarter
Yeah.
monitor was still
like
in his deck.
hippocamp lines and stuff like
It could
that.
theoretically have been in his hand to then do the Kiki thing, but I guess
let me just
quarter
save your time.
monitor
Color
is
Guardian is what flickers at 4, and Hippocamp is what flickers creatures at 4. But
Yeah,
you
no.
can't get one that does artifacts and creatures.
well, not flickering, untapping as opposed to flickering, because you don't want flickering with Vanifar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't
Yeah.
get. There isn't one thing that will get you both of those things at 4.
Yeah.
You can do it at 2. You can do it at 3. You can't do it at 4, and then 5 is irrelevant.
I'm sure there's got to be a 4 mana flicker somewhere.
Well, not flicker.
Yeah, there's
untap,
Felidar
untap.
Guardian, but that won't get you there with a creature. That flickers Vanifar, and if you don't have a haste effect, then you've now stopped yourself.
Right, it only works with birthing pod. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can go all the way up until 4, and then you have to pick if you're getting artifact or a creature, or just double down on the thing.
Mhm.
And I was too greedy. I honestly wasn't expecting to get a birthing pod out this game, so this is
Man, this birthing pod has done work.
it has.
Yeah, no, Joseph, I wasn't saying that you would go like Bruce Tarl into an untapper. It was more just Bruce Tarl into Kiki Jiki. And
Yeah.
then if you happen to have a creature untapper in hand with the mana to cast it, that's what I was saying. Could be a
Okay.
thing. But
Mhm.
quarter monitor's already gone. It gets exiled, so we don't have to worry about that one. And I think all your other ones are like 3 CMC.
I'm so
Yeah.
sad.
So
Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay. What am we doing here?
bad.
There's just no way in which this is okay.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, right? Okay, yep. So I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. Thanks for your patronage. Blech.
Hi, Bruce. Bye, Bruce.
Yeah. Whoops. Let's do that.
It's like when I play Yoshimaru and skull clamp him, and everyone's so horrified. I'm like, he's a 1/1 dog for 1 in the command zone. What else is he for?
Pretty much.
Voltron kills.
That reads 3 mana, 2 cards. That's a divination, baby. That's good. Like,
I tried running Yoshi Thras, and it did not do what you needed it to do, unfortunately.
no, because you have to have like the skull clamp turn 1 every time.
I'm gonna spin Thras.
Okay. This seems good. Like Gruger's
One
Tevesh in 2 turns. So
yeah,
you
I
need
still
to
can't
find
do
an
anything.
answer for that.
I'm gonna put it into my hand.
Do I care about this?
you
Do
have
I
to-
care
you
about
have
the
to
seed
reveal it.
burners?
You have to reveal it first. We all. That's what. Oh, you reveal. You just like a mad lad. Just.
Okay.
Covered in now, Gruger.
If he just revealed the Kiki, I have to do this then.
I'm going to move to combat.
I
He
have
can't.
to do this.
He can't cast the Kiki this turn.
Yeah, I have 1 mana available.
He literally has to use carpet.
No.
If
Fuck.
you make it work next time.
Fuck. Do I? Because I have the terror. Do I tear the Seedborn before Joseph can get some sick value, or?
What is your assessment? I reveal a creature into my hand that I might be able to play
Well,
next turn.
no.
so you're
It-
like,
No.
kill
These two
Seedborn?
things are 4 cards a turn, at least.
No, well, actually, with
I'm
this
not
current,
telling you it's a bad card. I'm just like, what is your assessment? Do you see Kiki and you're like, oh, now Seedboard needs to die? Like,
well, no.
what?
I think he was
It's the
he was-
tipping point.
No, well, I think the other thing too is like you're tapped out except for 1 card now. So
Oh, yeah.
this is like anytime I've played Seedborn and like Dawnwaker, this is the time to like people get like pantsed is
Yep.
when you have like no mana and then you're like it's dead.
All
And you're
right,
like,
I'm
"Shit,
going
I was-"
to cast Terror.
Yep.
Terror on the Seedborn Muse.
Are you paying the 1?
I'm not. I will be kind to give you a card at least.
Oh, and you tapped some numbers of the Badlands and something.
The treasure, yeah.
Oh, the treasure. Okay.
The last of my sweet, sweet dockside boy
Really?
before he got
That's
exiled.
very funny, actually. Sweet. Cool. I will play the card you just drew me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lets me play the card you don't want. So that's cool.
Obedience.
I will pass.
I guess with your passing, I would actually like to cast a spell. Oh my god, spell.
He has tainted that. Yeah, that's a problem.
Worldly
That's a problem.
tutor.
This just grabs his Seedborn Muse now.
No, he has tainted in hand. He just grabs Thoracle and
Oh,
by the way,
correct.
He's
Sorry.
he's got stuff in hand. The entire time I was like, fuck, I should have just like ignored everything and held up interaction for Ryan, and I didn't.
Well, to be fair, I think some of your interaction was warranted, like this
Yeah.
turn cycle. And I honestly, outside, like, I have a Cyclonic Rift, but that lined up poorly for some of the stuff that was
So
about
is
to
anyone
happen.
doing anything?
I
'Cause
paid-
he paid for both already.
I paid for both. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got nothing, unfortunately.
I was very tempted to just.
Agreed, Gruber.
I was very tempted to just be greedy and like draw a card and just not pay for your guys' shit. Like, I don't respect you guys
Damn
right
it.
now.
Damn it, Gruger. I thought I had the win next turn. It was a turn too slow again.
I will.
We're not down and out yet.
Maybe.
We're not down and out yet, but like, I need help.
This is the second game I played with you in recent days where you removed an effect that was not letting the other person win, and then they won.
Oh,
The one that I removed, the Archon?
where the
I was trying to win, though. You guys stopped me from winning after that, remember? I removed
Yeah,
the
no,
Archon,
he
removed the
did-
Rest in Peace, moved to win, and got
one
destroyed.
second. I have to close my.
What was your idea that was going to let you win?
I
Sorry,
had a dockside on board.
Yep. What was your idea that's going to let you win?
I had a survival of the fittest. I just grabbed the Emil, and you get infinite mana. You Garth yourself.
So
You
you
Brain
have-
Geyser yourself,
so-
and I had
this is what I
Assassin
was looking
hand.
for.
May I
I'm not-
suggest that next time you do all the stuff to get all the pieces in hand so that you're actually presenting a win instead of being like, oh, if I do these 4 things after I remove the one piece that's stopping Gruber from winning, I could do something. Like,
I had the line. I had it in hand.
He had the line. The thing though is, if he did all the survival stuff first, then we would
that's
have.
what I'm saying.
Well, no, we would have seen it because the dockside was exposed.
Correct.
So he was hoping that
I was
But it-
slow
he was-
playing
he
the
was-
survival in the dockside and sandbagging it.
he was. Anyways, that's
How
what's
does
on
that
top of my
stop
deck.
Travis from removing it on you targeting it?
He was. I think he was hoping that Travis wouldn't remove it, and then he would untap with mana, and he could respond. And fight
I also
with a
punted. I
torch.
misplayed. I had the Odawara in hand. I could have bounced the dockside.
Anyways,
So
I-
I
I'm-
punted. I just
I
fucked it.
won't. I will draw this Thasus Oracle. Boop.
I'm saying this with constructive intent because you're talking about trying to grind his stuff, but I'm saying I've watched you make us lose 2 games because of reading the table like that in the same 24-hour period here.
Going for a win is
Like
going
you
for a
had an
win.
idea of a line, but like if you're going to go for a line and you're removing something that's literally stopping other players from winning, you need to make sure that you are literally like 1 step away from, okay, that's gone, cool, I win. Not, oh, that's gone, well, I'm going to do this, which is going to let me do that, which is going to let me do that, and now I'll try and present a win. You know,
No, I
Because
had
Gruber is-
I had the line in hand. I had everything I needed to assemble the win and go for the
All right.
win.
I get you're saying you had the line, but a line is not a play.
You are basically
Well, no,
summing
no,
down. I can say you're summing this down to. You should have had counter magic. Yeah, I should have, but I still went
No.
for it.
No. You could have just survivaled off the start, got your thing to let
No,
you.
that
you
shows
actually,
that shows people what I'm doing. So then he does the dockside removal even earlier.
Yeah,
Let's-
it tips his hands more. Where
It shows you what I'm doing because the survival of the fittest triggers are revealed creatures.
okay, let's talk about it a different way. You could have just you could have done the survival
This is
thing. You could have
table
got a
talk
meal,
anyway.
and you could have just flickered the dockside. And then someone's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna kill whatever," and you're like, "Okay," with the dockside.
Well, no,
Conversely.
because no, it's just
I have to
If-
resolve
if
the
he-
meal first.
yeah. If he casts the Emil, then he can't use any that's on the stack. He can't do anything else. Then Travis responds and exiles the dockside out from underneath him.
Yes.
Yep.
Then I would have Odawara to the dockside, but I totally forgot I had it and had the mana at the time to do it. So
Yeah.
that was just a straight up punt on my part.
Yeah,
Otherwise I would
anyways,
have won the game at that point.
Gruber, blow us out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to because there's 3 other blue players. I know there's resources have been expended to a decent
Joke's
amount.
on him. It's gonna enter tapped. What a
Oh
chump!
shit!
What a
Sure.
chump!
Just end this, Kruger, and we can go to table talk.
So do you remember how strong Thasus Oracle is?
This is why I'm running all 3 of these cards. I think Breach, I think Thassa's, and I think Dockside should be banned. And I play them all because they're busted.
Archetype of the game.
No, but it's what you do when you're balancing metas,
Yeah,
right?
apparently.
So when Wizards looks at their standard or modern metagame and stuff like this, the stuff they actually care to police and don't have an outside agency that's kind of already co-opted control of it, what they do is they basically, if the format becomes too homogenized, they pick off the cards that are the problem pieces. Like in Modern, a famous one was Hogak, right? When every deck was Dredge and it was winning turn 2 guaranteed, you called the problem card. You just banned Hogak, right?
Well, I mean, there's 2 decks at this table not running red.
1, 2.
You could argue too that look at the homogenization. So from a Wizard standpoint, again, they care about format diversity, which is a thing that at CDH and casually DH tables, people don't give a fuck about. It's more of a wide game design kind of philosophy. And it's the idea of I'm looking at 3 Thrasioses right now.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that Thrasios is a problem card that probably if I was looking for format homogeneity, I would probably ban as a Wizards employee. So it's one of these mixed blessing and curses that the RC has control over the ban list, not Wizards. Because Wizards would have probably come in already and been kata, kata,
They would have
partners would have been banned to the wazoo. And
So I know I'm not hearing you say that Thrasios should even be considered for a ban in some world. I know you're not saying that.
They banned
No, not myself personally. I don't think Thrasios is egregious enough. But I do think like Wizards from Wizards ban standpoint, like their philosophy for bans in the past, it's different from 60 card formats to like 4-player 100 card formats too. So I don't even know that data extrapolation, but yeah, they don't like cards. When everyone's playing the same deck list, they don't like that. So if everyone's playing the same commanders, Wizards would probably have a statement on that or dislike for that, I assume. But I'm not Wizards, so, and they haven't hired me yet. So
the most winning deck is Blue Farm. The previous most winning deck before that also didn't involve Thras.
Yep.
If we go back some number of years, Timna Thras would have been on top of the pile. Yep.
Yeah, you look at like right now. So Rebel has a pretty good little tier list in one of her videos that is like the A tier, A++ tier that like constantly top 16s and wins and stuff. And like it's Timna, Crom, Najila, Winoda, various Thrasios, Tevesh, partner combos with Timna, etc.
Rebel where she was playing Timna Crom.
Yeah,
And
Timna Crom
lost to Teamer Pirates. We lost turn 2 to Teamer Pirates.
Oh yeah, Teamer Pirates goes burr with the right hand. Anyways, I'm putting a Thassa's Oracle on the stack. I have like a lot of different ways to play my hand, and I just ran out. Oh,
I am so confused at this, but yep, go for it. I'll talk about it after.
You win here. We can go to table talk after this. And we're kind of jumping to table talk ahead of the game being over, but
he's spinning Thras.
Oh, he's hard casting a Force of Will.
Oh,
on the Thassa. Nice. Good for you. Do you have interaction?
Are you paying the one?
Neither S%. No.
I got nothing for this. This is good.
Oh, Magic is the worst game.
I had enough mana to also do this.
Did you pay for the Esper Sentinel?
No.
McRae?
Oh, nice. That changes nothing, that draw. Sorry. No.
Okay, so nothing. I have nothing to say other than the Shuffle Gods are abhorrent and hellish things.
RNGesus.
So I do that.
Gerger, do you have the response?
I have like several different responses. I'm just.
Yeah, how is this a debate?
Right, clearly won. I just was like, Force! So I had mana to cast Silence. And I fucked up and I tapped the wrong goddamn mana.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you're going to silence an upkeep?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you would have had the Force backup?
No, I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb and I tapped it wrong.
That's okay. You watch me.
Wait. You can still silence me now. Your bird's active.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the bird's you cast last turn.
And is it my turn yet?
Are you serious? It's been that long in one CEDH spin?
Yeah, well, there was a lot that happened like between McRae and
you guys stopped me from winning this rotation.
Would have happened, but I was like no. So I was winning next turn, full stop. I was like, if not, then silence, force backup, go nuts. But
you watch me attempt to win, get stymied, and then try to pivot for a Najila line.
I guess I will fierce it.
You paying any tax there, Grooves?
We could draw it. We could.
Joke's on him. I've already got it.
Well,
no, I'm not paying. You guys can have it because I still need to cast a Tainted Pact, and maybe if I get blown out, I have other mana.
You know what, Gruger?
Did it draw you into it?
Oh, sorry, I can't do this. Sorry, never mind.
I mean, you can.
And cast card. Wait.
You can float 4 and pitch 3 and pitch your hand.
No, I drew the silence, but I can't pitch my hand and cast it. You know.
Oh, you're color screwed. Haha.
Yeah.
Sick.
McRae, you mean this one?
Yes, that one. That one exactly.
How do we all have silence? Are you serious?
Does this one help?
That does actually.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have something to pitch to it?
Exactly. That's why I was just joking about the shuffle gods being horrible demons.
all right.
Because Gruger,
So
Travis not paying drew me negate.
Fierce
negation.
resolves.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, bummer.
Okay. Thassa's Oracle resolves.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
Barbarogus enraged.
Always. Bobo is always upset.
Okay, Groogs. I was very surprised.
One
that you
second,
start that turn.
Yeah. This doesn't nothing.
That's actually better for me.
Yeah, it does. It gives you a chance to play it again.
Anyways, on top of Odawara.
Fuck. I was going to use this Odawara to bounce the Esper Sentinel to get the Derevi and go for the win.
Tainted Pact.
Yeah, that's game. We good?
What is this world in which I get blown out by this with silence and negation in hand?
Before we like switch away from the scene, I'll explain why. And I think there was a better way of me doing this. It's just I was a little constrained on mana because I do have a draw 3 or a draw 2 in play.
Yeah, I was very surprised you didn't sack Thras.
To begin with, and I'll show you why. Actually, if I sacked Thras, that would have been a good time to get Odawara'd.
Exactly.
And then I lose access to some of my free spells, so I should have sacked the Thrall.
Yeah.
I was considering, though, I have a Neoform in hand, so I was considering Neoforming this. And then this gives me 2 different targets of things that I can Neoform. I can either get a Spellseeker, which gives me like Pact of Negation, or it gives me Labman, and then depending on what happens, if you guys fight over my Thassa's Oracle, but then I need this to resolve. But then the other things you didn't know I had in my hand were these. So I was like trying to figure out the best way that I could layer, but I forgot to account for silence because I'm tired and I haven't played against silence in a while. So I was just like, okay, like if you guys kill my Thassa's Oracle, I don't cast Tainted Pact yet. I like Mystical Tutor for a reanimate or do the Neoform, and then I have like 2 different ways to draw cards in my hand or between in play and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately, I had a lot of lands, so that one win line was kind of my like hope. But yeah. All right, I'm going to post game.
1 second. This is the punish for not drawing with Tevesh first. I had a Flusterstorm on top.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, I'm switching scenes. Let's go to table talk. Thoughts on that shenanigans?
My deck didn't do the cool thing. My deck just did a Sultai pile, like hang out and time my moment.
I wish I didn't punt my Odawara because it's a new card in the deck and I don't know how to play it properly yet.
To be fair, we just saw me punt the last turn. I should have sacked for 2 cards, and then instead of trying to play around the Labman idea.
Yeah.
I think I am definitely after that just gonna bite the bullet, find the deck slot, and put the bloody Felidar Guardian in the deck. So if I'm trying to do Birthing Pod crap, regardless of what avenue I'm trying to do it with, I at least have the parts.
Yeah.
I was actually really surprised. So there was a couple turns where you didn't, like you could have potted one of your 1-drops into a Grand Abolisher if you did nothing else, and then that just sitting there gives you like free reign on your turn. And then you had or you potted away your Corridor Monitor, which meant I think that was a mistake, because if you left Corridor Monitor in play, the next turn, if no one did anything, you cast your general and pod your general into Kiki Jiki.
Right.
And then if earlier than all that, so say you had turned one of your 1-drops into a Grand Abolisher.
Yeah, Jesus, Magic is hard.
Yeah,
Magic is hard.
You play Dawnwaker at least, so you're.
I did in the past, but I've also been blown out by like Hammond playing TNT piles, so white with Neoforms.
Right.
Then he'll do a Neoform, and then you're like, you don't know. All you know is he's getting a 2-drop. You don't know what the 2-drop's going to be, and you're like, is this going to be Thoracle? Okay, I can fight over the whatever, and then it's Grand Abolisher. You're like, I guess we just lose now, right? So I think that one turn when you used like extra mana and you paid for like Esper Sentinels and stuff, I think there was a chance that you could have done something there, or the following turn, I think you could have been like set yourself up well, like done the Grand Abolisher, and then like I think there was some world in which you could have done it.
Yeah, I guess podlines are tough.
I also have literally never like looked into Dawnwaker as a deck. I mean, I know it exists and I know the concept of it.
Yeah.
And so I literally homebrewed this 100% as something that could have the ability to grind or go quick on the right draw.
Dawnwaker Thrasios in general, right?
I'm trying to stacks out things that don't bother me. Like, it's weird that I only had one, but like there's a lot of rule of law effects in this deck, and I just didn't touch one.
Oh, yeah, that turn where I said I just about messed up. Under the rule of law, what I was going to do, and I just about did it, was turn my Thrasios into a lab man because I had revealed the Tainted Pact. But with us only being able to play one spell a turn, I was just going to go, okay, turn my lab man or turn my Thrasios into a lab man and then just see what happened. But then I was like, wait, I can't do this because I was about to, and I was like, wait, we know there's the goddamn
Labman pounds down. Oh boy.
Yeah. The exile, the free exile spell. Yeah. That's what I just about played into, and I was like, oh, whoops.
Okay.
So what do y'all think? What do y'all think of the current CEDH metagame?
I haven't been playing enough in like the greater metagame, but I think there's like a lot of cool decks that have been coming out. There's like the one guy who's been kind of top 4ing a bunch of tournaments consistently with Crom Tevesh, which is interesting. And it's a testament.
I mean, Grixis, right?
Yeah, but like 2 5-drop commanders, like they're both card advantage engines, but it's like a little bit more like that's kind of interesting. And the fact that deck, because it can be built around a bunch of fast mana and replaying, it gets away with also still playing the free commander spells, even though both your commanders are 5 mana, which is like a little bit
of just cheating them out turn 1 or 2 anyway.
Well, you're not cheating them out; you're just like accelerating them out.
Yeah, speeding them out.
Those have been interesting over the last couple of months. Ian's Tevet list, which took a tournament and then has placed quite well. We've seen a lot of like
I played against a lot of Tevet, especially after I think it won.
Yeah, because it's popularized. The Rakdos stacks, Rog Tevesh lists are interesting.
I played against that too. It's all right.
Both the Staxy version and there's variations of the Stacks version.
Did I hear that? Did you just say Rakdos stacks?
Yep.
Yeah. Rog Tevesh and then Tanglewire and shit.
So the interesting thing with depending on how you build that deck, it will sometimes I've seen some versions where it's just running one creature, so you can polymorph.
Yes. You just transmogrify and wild magic surge and stuff.
So you use that to turn your Rograk into the thing that forces everyone to discard their hand every turn.
Oh, sorry, insanity.
Yeah. Or you like do that on your Tevesh into like a big Chandra or something. And then you're also playing like all the like obliterate style effects, kind of like what the Gruul big punchy dude used to do, but now it's like shifted. Instead of doing it under like Rorik Thar, you're doing it under this like Rakdos side, and you're more into just blowing up everything, like no creatures, and then you go into some of like the Rakdos Planeswalkers that can win the game.
Wait. What do you do with Sire of Insanity? Like, yeah, sure, you've made people discard hands, but it's a 6/4, so you're not just gonna punch the average.
Well, no. If you have a Sire of Insanity in play and you have a Tevesh in play, you can now
card advantage.
So every other turn, you've like made 2 dorks, and then you sacrifice one of them, and then you draw 2 cards to see if you can play anything that turn. Eventually, you'll replay Rog, and then you'll draw 3 cards that turn.
Yeah,
and then. And everyone is just discarding their hands. So like you just
it's like everyone's rediscovered tempo play.
It's just like if you put everyone else behind, it's hard for everyone else to win off of 1 card a turn. But your deck is designed to break parity on that. like just because of what's in the command zone and stuff.
That's so funny, man. That's like
And
taking
then
like the concept of Croxa and just
and
turning
then
it
and
into hell.
yeah, and then
Dude,
like
I lost to a Hazon Stacks deck the other day. The new Hazon.
oh
Like,
yeah, that was an interesting one that showed up in one of the tournaments in the last like 5
I
months
got
or
I got
something.
beat by it, and it was like
Is-
it was embarrassing because it just went so wide so fast, and then no one could do
Is
anything.
Hazon
And they
the
were
desert
blind
guy?
obedience.
The new desert
Because
guy,
it makes every time you drop a desert, it makes 2 dudes, which you can skull clamp and whatever, and then it runs all of the because it's Naya, so you just build a zoo list and shit, and then you can just like sack things for value. You can
oh
like
yeah,
do all this stuff around all the rule law and shit.
or we've seen there's the Bruce Tarl Thrasios Wildpile decks, which are just they're not combo, they're just playing a bunch of ramp, some things to mess with people in the middle, and then it's just playing like 6 drops to kill people
Yeah.
with.
There's a shout out to a
I think
friend
that's
of mine who play-
Rebel's like Wildpile idea, and then other people have
yeah.
been playing it.
Shout out to Chloe, who I've been playing a lot with of CDH, and she's back on. God, what is it? She's on Timna. What's his name? Kamal.
Oh,
And that's
back on
been
that stack
interesting.
list, yeah.
Yeah, that
Wing
one's been
Con
really
was-
interesting. And Big Stuff Kinnan.
Yeah, Big
It's
Stuff
got
Kinnan.
comas and shit. It's like
Yeah,
what?
Big Stuff Kinnan. You had like the two. You had like combo Kinnan, and, like turbo Kinnan, and then you had Big Stuff Kinnan, and then some variation that was placed well. I don't know. There's been a lot of like interesting stuff. There's like we now have Atraxa food chain lists. We have Atraxa
You
no
played
food
against some
chain.
Atraxas recently.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast you can cast a 4-colored 7-drop if you try really hard.
Very true. Very true.
But no, I think like yes, Thassa's Oracle. It just kind of fits into your blue-black deck. It's really compact. You can build around trying to win with it. I don't have anything against it. It just happens to be Breach. I think Breach is a better combo, and I'm in the colors to not play it.
Right.
Just because it layers so nicely with like every other win con, and usually the colors playing it have ways to deal with a lot of the stacks pieces. So you just gotta time your moment. Like
non-red, you're only really losing out on Breach and Dockside, really.
you can't say only that. Those are
Well,
huge.
Wheel of Fortune. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but-
no. Breach and Dockside are so like powerful. Like that's the best cantrip by far in the game, and like consider probably the premier like non-commander specific win con.
Yeah, like I'll jump in here. You were saying earlier that the meta you were playing into, for example, through Thrasios, wasn't super healthy, and then cards you wanted to ban were ones that were the sort of payoff for playing the color that you play.
It wasn't necessarily just Thrasios as the meta. It was like there are certain lines that everyone plays, like period. If it's a CEDH deck, you have to run them.
Well,
You don't have to run them. Like I'm choosing not to run certain
You
stuff in my
have
list.
to if you want to be competitive. You have to optimize.
So what we just talked about here is that Joe likes playing decks that make him hate himself, but are hard but unique and have really cool win cons. I have made a couple decks because I thought they were fun and they had a win con I wanted to push through and dial it to like 11. Currently, we just discussed with Ryan like 20 new sets of decks that are doing really well.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, Naya is just coming in and bashing people to death because don't respect a 5/5. And that's something that I think is changing currently because for the longest time, it was either you played the strongest and fastest combo deck or you played against it. And currently, I mean, unless you ask Hammond, then it's always that. However, currently you can play it in the midfield, and there's so many responses to everything because there's always going to be a Viseju to table or an Ordawara or something that can answer those hard to deal with things where somebody's going to be at the top, which means, honestly, mid-range, kind of hot. You can sit.
I love mid-range. It's great.
This Tevesh deck that didn't really show what it could do. It can kind of turbo, but it can also just grind. Or like what a lot of I don't know, like the Rocco lists. Rocco could be built really stacksy, but Rocco excels now by the looks of it
Combo,
as a fast.
I think
combo.
creature metas are like coming up because Winota started changing things, and then like a bunch like Rocco was released, Jetmir was released, a bunch of these commanders that could like grind all of a sudden with creature based shit.
I
That
think
word-
you're,
that
yeah,
word just
it's not so
Timna.
much that they're creature based, it's that you're overlooking that they can stacks out all the hot wins. And like
Yeah.
that's effectively what I was trying to build with this deck I just played. It's a clunky mix of like just it's it's a homebrew that I did at short notice, but
It's very similar
going
to
that
Blood Pod.
direction where I try and stop a whole lot of win lines and keep stuff that just doesn't wreck me, you know.
Yeah, no, I think there's like a lot of and people are exploring new spaces because we've seen like Splicer came out of nowhere. Like
Splicer came out of nowhere.
Splicer's a little gimmicky, but if you allow Splicer to do its thing, it's going to kill the Adnos player, and then
I
you're
have
just
the
like,
joke though that
and then you're
Slicer is
just
the
like,
best deck at coming second.
most of the time this is true. Like but it shows like there's still a lot of there's a lot of inherent variance in the game. There's pilot skill, and you can have decks that everyone knows a boogeyman come and win, but they're going to have a harder time because everyone sees. There'll be the one-offs because you just don't know what they're going to do, and there's no respect given to them. And then there's all these other like offshoots of like, I'm playing Tevesh Thrasios tonight. And you're like, okay, like there's the Tentacle Sushi list or whatever, like a Doomsday list. That's really that you get to do something kind of unique with Tevesh because you have a huge payoff for your calling ritual immediately into Doomsday, and you have a way to crack your Doomsday pile off of Tevesh. Like it's an awesome idea. I'm not running that because I feel like being obstinate and I wanted to try a different kitten thing. But
Doomsday
now
is also pretty slow these
no,
days.
no, Doomsday with Tevesh and calling rituals, just like you can win that.
I get
turn.
it. You get like 3 cards deep of your 5 cards or whatever, but it's like
no, and then you win. You only need
Yeah.
to go 3 cards. You only need to go 2 cards. You just need to be able to crack the pile.
yes,
and if
'cause
you've
it's like
made
Thassa consult usually, or
if you've
something.
made like 12 mana off a calling ritual, you can use 8 of that mana for your Tevesh Doomsday, and then you're just like
laughing.
like it does the thing, right? Like but I was playing with Divining Winch, Tyvar,
Tyvar is in Garth. He's
and
sick.
Displacer Kitten in this because I wanted to do dumb things like Displacer Kitten, Tyvar, and Dothy Voidwalker. Because I just I cast everything from underneath my Dothy Voidwalker,
and then just keep bringing it back.
And I keep resetting, keep flickering the Tyvar and resetting
cheeky.
it.
This is very cheeky. That's as like cheeky as me putting Ledger Shredder to try and pitch an anger to it.
Ledger Shredder is just a good card though.
All right, so
I don't know.
I just put Ledger Shredder on my deck. What an auto include! I totally didn't even have it.
You don't need it. Your deck doesn't like it's not an auto include. It
draws cards.
It would be really like it's good in like it's really good in Timna decks because it's an evasive.
It's evasive and it punches to get you card draw, but it's also it filters really well. Like everyone just ignores it because they're just like, oh, that bird's a 5/7. Well,
yeah, no, I don't know.
But I get a question. Top CDH cards that have changed the format in the last little while. My votes are
so
Ottawa and Bosaiju.
Yeah, I would say okay. Not in like the last 2 years, but like the last year or so.
Last like a year, sure. Since season 2 started.
Whatever the name of that white remand that's about to come out is.
Oh, there's a new white remand. I saw that in the loader of the ring.
I'm kind of high on it. I don't think there's a bunch of people that aren't as high on it. I think it'll have an interesting home in like a stacks decks or like non-blue decks.
Have you lost your mind?
Maybe.
White gets a counter spell?
A playable counter spell.
It's like literally a functional reprint of remand. It's just remand, literally reprinted in
No, it's better remand because it doesn't counter. It's a
just return target spell.
Yeah, so it gets around uncounterability.
So there you go. It's better remand.
Which one, sir?
Displacer Kitten. It's the only reason I'm playing Garth right now.
It hasn't been format warping enough. I think it's opened up a couple like niche things, but it's not like format warping. Like
apart from Ottawa and Bosaiju.
I think Ottawa, Bosaiju.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to talk, they're not format warping, but things that have opened up new decks would be like Tivit. Nuka
kind of had some stuff like Jetmir,
Rocco. Yeah, I would say actually Nuka Penna was.
There was
really
an Oscar deck for a while actually.
I've played both Grixis generals and have done shenanigans with them from New.
We played Evelyn in our second special, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't do the Evelyn things, but I've done the Evelyn things against these other two. I've also done the Cormella thing against these two since Saw and Half is now
Versus
legal.
pilots, okay?
I've
Grixis piles will always be a CDH
but
thing.
I like playing the
always.
Grixis. I also like playing the Grixis piles that don't have this all the same win cons as other Grixis piles. So Evelyn
Yes.
gets to be a World Gorger Dragon deck in addition to the other things, and then Cormella gets to be a twin cast or a dual
that's true.
caster. Yeah, you can win off of a dockside that makes 3 treasures with what's the thing that make the sorcery that has strive that makes copies?
Oh, Twin Flame.
Twin Flame. Yeah, you can do Twin Flame, dockside,
Twin Flame dual
Cormella,
caster is the
and
combo.
as long as the dockside makes 3 treasures, you make infinite hasty docksides.
Yeah, seems good. Beat people to death with docksides to make even more of a point about dockside. #ban dockside.
Dockside. I think dockside's fine in like CEDH.
It's so good. It's just a card that is auto include in red. You know, you can't play red and not play it.
Jetmir doesn't play it.
I guess that would be a bit of a refinement of my earlier question. Which cards are auto includes in certain colors now?
I find auto include like I think there's probably
The-
like edge cases to not play them, but like
Back to
Deafening
Kamigawa.
Silence in every white deck forever.
What,
Deafening
sir?
Silence was printed pretty recently, right?
No,
No.
reprinted maybe.
Wasn't it for the first time?
No, Deafening Silence I think is from like Theros Beyond Death or something. It's from that era.
So like,
Deafening Silence is from Eldraine.
Or from like that
is
that
it Eldraine?
yeah, so it went Eldraine then Theros Beyond Death. So I was
That
on
was
the
when I
right.
quit
I
playing
was on the right.
Standards, so that is a while back.
era.
It's like 5 years.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things. Like I think Otawara is an include in every blue deck. Boseju's an auto include.
I like the mists, but like
Oh, so
Yeah, actually, those ones that discard cards from hand, right, to reduce by 2.
So
Yeah.
March of Swirling Mists, people are.
I've seen the blue one
more,
a lot.
they're becoming more and more high on it because it usually lets you selectively get rid of your stupid stacks pieces when you go on a combo, even
Yeah.
though they only go away for a turn. It's like
It's just to
oftentimes
buy you time.
all you need.
Yeah.
There's another one that was. When did Dress Down get printed?
Dress
Modern
Down is pretty recent.
Modern Horizons.
Modern,
Two,
I believe it was
two,
Modern Horizons 2. Yeah.
Because
Dress Down's a good one.
Dress Down is again, and people are becoming better and better and better with it. That
Because it stops Thassa combos, right?
no, that's not even the most important thing. The most important thing is it lets you win through other people's stacks.
Right.
So especially if you're like a breach deck, it's fantastic in breach decks because you go, and you can do it on someone's. You can do it on someone's end step, so that way it sticks around to your turn. Then you do your breach combo, and then you find a way to bounce it to then win, or you just brain freeze everyone. Like it just opens up more ways. Calling Ritual came out in Strixhaven. That's a fantastic card.
Yep.
If I'm playing Golgari, I'm going to try to shoehorn it in. Like if I
Culling Ritual versus Fire Covenant or Toxic Deluge, though.
They're different, but I would do Culling Ritual
if I had to only choose one into a wide meta, it would be Calling Ritual, especially if you have ways to use the mana. Like a Calling Ritual into an Adnaz is so good. Or like we were talking about, the Calling Ritual into Tevesh Doomsday.
I got so tilted when I was playing Tev Thras in that tournament. I had Coma in hand. I did this massive Calling Ritual for like a dozen mana, and I was short a blue. And I was just like,
oh,
got to be kidding me.
So with the expanding meta, I would do Culling Rit specifically because there's a lot to go wide. And you can
there's a lot of cheap mana too.
Also, a lot of the not all the stacks pieces, but a lot of the stacks pieces that the Calling Ritual player would care about are 2 CMC and less.
Absolutely. I think it just
balances, etc.
As opposed, sure, it's 4. So yeah, it's more, but it does more. It's
That's
only
true.
4.
It has a way higher ceiling, I would say.
Yeah.
That's true. Getting 1 billion mana off of a field nuke is pretty good.
Wins games.
I kind of think that there was Skrelv for Winota in the new All Will Be One set. I totally forgot to do a giveaway, but I am still giving away a pack or a book for the best jokes in chat if we ever get people to chat. But yeah, all will be one.
Oh yeah,
Battle
See-
Thought for Winota, man. That is.
Yeah.
Card's
Palace
tough.
Jailer has showed up in both Jetmir and Winota lists.
yeah. Palace Jailer is even better, I think, than the Thopter. And Skreld
Or,
is
sorry,
like
is it Palace Jailer or is it Phyrexian something?
Phyrexian, or it's something. Anyway, it's an
Phyrexian
04.
Jailer.
Yeah, that thing is a house. So far, no one in our play group has actually picked one up, so I haven't had to be scared of it yet.
You're all thankful I have not.
No, we've showed it to. I was just like, hey, you guys that are playing these Staxy decks, you should pick this up. And then that was like months and months ago.
I'm waiting until it's $50.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair. Instead of it
sure
being a
it will be.
25-cent card.
Invoke Calamity, or not Invoke Calamity. Yeah.
Is that
No.
the 4 mana one that just
It's
like 3 red and a colorless?
No, it's one and a white.
Soulless Jailer, I lied.
Soulless
Oh.
Jailer, sorry.
Oh, it's the white one. The
Yeah.
silence that exiles graveyards.
Silence that it's
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Calamity's Wake.
Calamity's Wake, yeah.
Calamity's Wake, that's the Brothers War, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Brothers
go
War
into ev-
Dominaria.
Doesn't go into every deck, but it can definitely do things.
I'm
It's been
I'm
my
auto
sideboard
including
for quite a while.
Fairy Mastermind is auto included in Garth. I just got to find a cut for it when it comes out and is legal in like 2 months or whatever.
Yeah, that card's really good, especially in like TNT decks where you have to now be like, if you're the Thoracle player, you have
You
to
have
be
to
extra. You have to see if people are leaving up 4 mana to force everyone to draw a card. or now instead of
Because it has flying flash for a 2/2 that you can
2/1
draw a card whenever they cast or they draw their second card each turn for each opponent, and you can pay 4 to draw everyone a card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a flying 2/1, so it's really good as like a Timna
Evasion
thing.
beats for Timna, Toski, etc.
But yeah, it means it. So you can still Tainted Pact safely as long as you have like enough devotion. You just leave the last card in your library, or last 2 cards or whatever. But it makes your demonic consultations scarier unless you've scryed before you do it.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's going to be an interesting card when it comes out. Elish Norn, if you can cheat it into play out of some like wild pile or something.
We talked about it a little bit already, but Ledger Shredder I think is a great recent one because it just filters so well.
Oh yeah, that's
so
also
big.
from Streets of New Capenna.
Yeah, Capenna had some good shit.
Capenna
also had just a bunch of more casual great commanders, but
because it had so many legendary creatures. But it was an interesting set.
A weird one, a corner case is the Devilish Valet. I've seen some Storm list sees that as a
to make like a shit ton of Devilish Valets because you get like
you just
an
make them
extra
big.
copy for each one.
Yeah,
that has like Storm
the
or something.
Rionia and shit. Yeah.
That would work. Oh, man, one more Infinite Combat. One more. And Godo is probably still better. But
I feel like Godo is just like the you must be this tall to ride of CDH. You have to be able to win and grind against Godo to like compete.
Godo still won a recent tournament. It's more just like if you don't respect Godo, it will beat you. If you haven't played against Godo in a long time, it may still beat you because
it's fast. It's like Kiki. I've lost to Kiki like 6 times in the last 2 weeks because it's just so fast and so aggressive. You're just like, race out Kiki, Zealous Conscripts turn 2. Well, fuck, like.
Well, like most decks have the bullshit somewhere. You just have to like, oh, got it, But like,
it's just Godo has more. The whole deck is built around that particular bullshit.
Yeah, Godo can do it out of a place that you just don't see it coming, and that's why it's scary.
I played Godo when it was good, but before it got further refined. And I've definitely gone from the place where I think I've cast Godo 3 times in one game. Because the deck is just like mana. And you're like, Godo gets countered. Okay, Godo resolved, thing in play, Godo dies. Okay, recast Godo, get a different piece of equipment.
Very one-dimensional, yeah.
Have you guys seen a Morel list yet? From Myriel?
No, I'm considering putting her in my 99 because she's a silence and she makes me tokens that get me cards with Toski.
I am still hot to trot on her. I came out wrong. I'm still very excited about her.
Yeah, step on that woman. That fictional woman.
So I'm still like super excited. I'm like, no, like I when she came out, I was like, Joe, this one. This one's like, nah, and I was like, that one, I want it. And I'm gonna try and make her as a lead singer.
It's so far we've seen it do really good work in like our buddy Hammond, who he's really good at piloting Rog Timna as like a turbo Mardu deck.
Turbo Nas, yeah.
Turbo Nas, but the deck is interesting in that it does have a weird ability to grind if it needs to, sometimes better than you would care for it to do. And he slotted he tried just slotting in the Morel as a second Grand Abolisher, and there's been a couple games where it did the thing, as well as just being like, well, I guess I'll just punch, and then he has this like army of blockers afterwards where he's not even killing people with the soldiers. He's just like, oh, there's one other turbo player, okay, I have a free attack with Morel, and now I just have this ever-growing thing of blockers, so the other people can't punch me, the other Nas player.
Yeah, it whittles you to points where like it's uncomfortable. Like it does work. So
it does feed opposing docksides though, because it does poop out artifact soldiers.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you're winning on your turn, it doesn't matter because
I like her a lot. I want to, as I said,
sweet.
I want to find
She's
a way
cool.
to cheat her into my deck, just as another silence that also gets me triggers with Derevi and Toski.
Why Najila?
Not Najila, Derevi and Toski.
Board pressure. Go beat people to death.
That's true, I guess. Well, actually, no, because Najila's warriors and this is soldiers. I think it's like they specifically tweaked it.
They are different.
They don't proc each other, no.
No, but it's good to have bodies down. Leave them.
That's true.
Some bodies.
That's true.
Some blockers up.
Oh, if you want to go in,
that grinds against Timnalist.
If you want to go super into the weeds, you play Morel and Chatterfang, and both of those in the Najila deck. So both the Morel and the Najila both trigger Chatterfang.
I have seen the Chatterfang show up in multiple Najila decks. I have played against a lot of Najila Chatterfang.
So the Najila Chatterfang, that's not new tech. When Chatterfang came out, it started sliding in. It's just you see it more in the grindier versions of Najila, or where the grindy and where Najila beats are the primary plan. Because it's a warrior, so it procs Najila, it has Forest Walk, so it gets through, and then you can turn your squirrels into removal. Like it kind of is like the Swiss Army knife of grinding with a Swiss Army knife for the grind version. You don't play it in the turbo version.
Well, and just the fact that it, if nothing else, doubles down on your tokens is dangerous enough.
Yep, because then it triggers all of like your nature's will effects and everything too, even though they're not, even though the tokens aren't the warriors themselves. Anyways, I could just keep like randomly bullshitting about this for a long time.
I was just prompting for table talk. Again, I feel like we should have a second podcast or something for the longer form stuff, but there's just the bullshit stuff. But anyways, we want to go to plugs and shoutouts. We're gonna go normal order this week. It's gonna be me, Joseph, Gruger, and then you, Travis. So you have a bunch of time to think about what you want to plug and shout out. I am McRae, McRae.com. You can see all of my stuff. I've got a new book out called The Paper Moon Gang. I'm doing a giveaway on Twitter right now. Tonight is actually the last night, so if you see this in the future, I'm sorry, it's over. But I'm giving away a bunch of magic packs of Phyrexia All Will Be One, as well as some of my books. Packs. Otherwise, you can see all of our brewery stuff on our YouTube. We're catching up on season 2. I'm almost completely caught up. Only a little bit more to export and upload. Thank you so much to everyone who is actually watching those. We're up to like 22 subscribers and like, a couple hundred views on some of our videos. So thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it.
Rolf is best dog.
Yeah, it's great. That's pretty much me. Go buy my books, please. Joseph.
Rolf is absolutely worst dog. He is most tilting dog and very hard to win with.
The game, I don't know why that's our most popular episode, because it's so boring. It's us like dancing around to Sir Rolf for an hour.
I'm
like
literally telling you why. I have never seen, even online, I have never seen somebody else play that deck. So if you try and look him up,
So
there's no
niche.
content. We are
We're
probably
the only
only
Sorrel
people
content,
doing a
baby.
legit game with that card. So
Yeah.
if you ever were curious, we're the only thing that pops up. We're the only game in town.
This hot Sorrel content.
Yeah, right. Tilt your friends.
Yeah.
Although I do have it down to like $120 deck that's like surprisingly good at what it does, but your friends will just hate you. So
Your deck's bad, you should feel bad.
my deck sucks and it's making your life hell. You get to feel bad. Liquid Death. Yeah, seriously. If you guys don't know what this is, go look it up. All of their
It's
promo
Perrier?
is amazing. They're super just edgy and angry, and again, death metal commercials where people are dying or porn stars. They're just hilarious. And again, it does tick all the boxes for like truly being a recyclable thing, sourced out of the same when possible, and it's really good. Their marketing is just top notch. Oh yeah, and just because again, it's in the frame. Well, not again. I mentioned this before stream, but my really thoughtful wife took a bunch of old band T-shirts of mine that I was going to throw in the garbage and framed them as like just cute little random memory things.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
there we go.
adorbs.
Shout out to partners that aren't totally shitty. Should have said that like that. She's pretty great. But
I was like, wow. All right. Okay, she's never gonna see this.
Segue. All right. Well,
watching this in 5 years when she's curious and just like, oh, fuck that
Oh,
guy.
she's never.
apparently I'm going to be single really soon. If any girls are interested, Groogs, dig me out.
No, I'm just gonna talk about more Magic stuff, and she hates that shit.
Group.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I guess shout out to Face to Face this last weekend. I only was there for a small portion of it, but the event that they held here in Vancouver over the weekend was pretty nifty. It was like the closest thing to a Grand Prix Vancouver has had for like 4 years. So I had some good vibes. I went for half a day. I guess he showed up on the channel once or twice. Did some two-headed giant with our buddy Jake, and that was a blast. Mystery Booster Convention Edition, as I'd never got to play it before, either in draft or sealed.
Any sick mystery booster pills?
Nothing that was money, but our pool, we had an insane black pool in that we had 2 Grave Titans, a Liliana
Ooh.
Master of Death, and a Living Death.
Ooh, that's
Like,
a
we also
strong mid-range black grinder.
we could have built so many different decks, and we still ended up going like 2-1, and that was got some tickets, cracked a bunch of collector packs, spent too much money after the fact. And I guess so that was all cool and dandy. The other thing is on my way out, I talked to some of the artists, and Johan Voss is a super nice dude. Actually, Chuck was really nice there. They were all nice. It's just cute. Johan was the last one who I talked with, and I was talking with some of his prints, and he was packing up, and he's like, "Yeah, like it's the last day here. Have one of these like prints."
Oh, that's
like
nice.
signed it and everything too. I'm like, but no, like they're all just super. At least the artists that were at this one were all just very nice people.
I was there on Sunday. I paid $23 in parking to buy like $60 worth of cards. So I came in, made my purchases. I was like, I looked at the board for a second and went, well, I don't have any modern decks right now ready. So, and I left.
And
it was pretty small this year though. Like compared to the Grand Prix a couple years ago, where it was like multiple halls that they had booked out. And then this year it was like one hall right next to where the Pokemon regional championships are happening.
But they still had it over all 3 days. And I guess the other side too is I only met him once, but he's in the Vancouver Discord. And one of the local younger Vancouver guys won the Canlander event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was just kind of there. So we got some like hype pictures in the other Discord.
You want to shout him out? What's his name?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember his Discord name. I don't know him too well. I've just played Cube with him once. But yeah, no, he rocked it. He like crushed it with I think a reanimator brew that he's been rocking and has like some little bit more pet cards, but some good cards in it, like a Dreadhorde Arcanist and things like that, which you don't normally see in those style decks, to my understanding. And he won against one of his Nightmare matchups in the finals, so that was like super hype. And he did it on the draw, like he was on the draw game 1. Yeah, luck sacked, but a little bit. But he also played really, really well, obviously.
Wait,
I'm really intrigued by Canlander.
Canlander's so sweet. I just haven't found the energy to
dual commander, and it's very similar, but sans the points, obviously.
Yeah, it's a sweet format. I love watching it. I just haven't found the energy to go play it myself.
Yeah.
But anyways, I've kind of rambled on. Magic Weekend, it was great. I got some new shiny stuff. Good people were there. Travis.
Your time to shine, to shout out anything you want.
I did not go to the event.
No, you watched people chase a ball instead.
No. I mean, I guess Whitecaps, but they should win first, then they get a plug. Yeah. Win first, suck second.
You knew Vancouver teams don't do that.
No.
We just get to the we get to the point where we could like just be in the playoffs, and we managed to somehow get there and then lose every game.
It's all false hope. It's all false dreams.
Long Beach Surf Shop in Tofino, because we were getting to that season where you can go and surf, and it's not as cold when you're in a bunch of neoprene. So they're arguably my favorite shop. There's a couple shops in the area that are all really great, but they would be my preferred. And they're the first one you get into town, which is exceptionally convenient, especially when you do something grocery shop and you're like, c'est bon. So literally like the first right when you get into town. So happy recommendation for them. And then because they helped run the event, Magic Stronghold, because Stronghold has never done me wrong. Jay's a super cool dude, and they're the Warhammeriest store in town, which has grabbed a large portion of my soul over the last 6 months.
I remember the last time you guested, you actually showed us your Tau. Yeah.
Oh man, it's getting worse. It's getting way worse.
And hate that game.
Big little demon dude now.
Oh, that's the baby demon.
Yeah, that's the baby demon.
That's the one that doesn't make me flip his table.
Yes. Yeah. So that's taking up a lot of portion of my life. So I don't know, Stronghold. They literally do everything for my nerdy hobby.
They are the biggest enabler.
I've been specking on cards from Stronghold for like a decade now, and they're good shit. I've made so much money. I bought like all the gold border shit before it was money, and good stuff, Jordan. Thank you for helping me make money.
He's like, that sure, whatever. Yeah, fine. Yeah, no, it's an awesome place. So, yeah, two great places. Will be Long Beach Surf Shop. If you want, Live to Surf is also awesome in Tofino. Just go to Tofino in general.
Tofino's great.
Stronghold.
When I get rich, I'm gonna get back into surfing. It's been like literally 15 years, but
you don't need to be rich. You know a guy that literally hawks wetsuits for a living.
That's true. I just don't want to go surf in Tofino because like last time I surfed seriously was like as a kid in Kauai. Like it's been a while. So.
The best part of Tofino is the break, because the break is rough. Like it's not the easiest. You need to swim out there, and it's like so it's a fight. But once you get there, then you're kind of like happy and cozy, and you do your thing, and it's the same temperature year round, so the one suit will be fine. So like it's pretty easy. Plus, Tofino rock.
It's great. I swore off like board sports after I destroyed myself, got a ganglion cyst, longboarding and skateboarding. So it's been a long time, but I'm kind of into it. Anyways, I digress. That brings us to our finale. Yeah, we got there. You can catch us every Tuesday here at 7:30 p.m. PST on twitch.tv/thebrewerymtg. Most Tuesdays, I'll tweet about it at McCrae Rates on Twitter if we're dark or something. Otherwise, you can catch us on YouTube, which is doing way better than our Twitch, which is awesome. And you can catch us there at the Brewery MTG as well, or at the Brewery MTG is like the call sign or whatever the fuck it is. Let's go to our theme for next Tuesday. It is episode 46. I'm going to cut right to it. It's revenge. You have to bring back one of your decks from season 2, but the caveat for this one is it cannot be a deck you have ever won with. It has to be a deck coming back for revenge. So you can play any deck you have played throughout season 2. There's like 40 something episodes to choose from. We'll let Tobin know for next week when he's back that we are bringing some revenge.
Oh,
That's
so
it.
he's going to play one of his
Background decks. He'll
one
just
of his
play
background
backgrounds.
decks that didn't
By-
win.
Probably.
Surprise! Wait, does he have a background
Surprise.
deck that didn't win?
I think there's been like one
Probably.
or two.
How much
Anyways,
I get that close? Usually somebody else just wins afterwards.
yeah. Anyways, we'll see you folks next Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out with
Us on this weird journey. It's been great. We're almost at the end of season 2. Can you believe it? It's like 3 years of this show. Weird.
Doesn't
Bye.
seem a day over 5 years.
Yeah, it's our baby.